Hollywood wanted her to change. Doris Day refused. Let's dive into her story. Back in the golden age of Hollywood, they had rules. Remember Doris Day. Be yourself. Remember Doris Day. Be yourself. It's what makes you a star. If you enjoyed this story, like, comment, and subscribe for more amazing tales from Hollywood's golden era. Catch you next time. Did you know that George Edward Foreman, the boxing legend and grill master, named all 5 of his sons George after himself? But why? According to Big George himself, it was all about family. George said it was to keep things simple. He said, if one of us goes up, we all go up. If one of us goes down, we all go down together. Imagine heavyweight legacy to pass down. George. It's a whole team of them. R.I.P. George Foreman. Would you name all your kids the same? Comment below. Hollywood's golden girl and her rebellious daughter, Debbie Reynolds and Carrie Fisher, 2 legends, 2 lives forever intertwined in fame, heartbreak, and tragedy. They shared a bond that transcended fame. Debbie, dazzling star of Singin' in the Rain, and Carrie, our beloved Princess Leia, were more than just mother and daughter. They were best friends. Despite their glittering careers, their relationship faced immense challenges and betrayals. Debbie's husband, Eddie Fisher, left her for Elizabeth Taylor, her best friend, shattering her world and her daughters. From Debbie's demanding Hollywood schedule to Carrie's battles with addiction and bipolar disorder and the pressure of being Debbie Reynolds' daughter. They loved each other deeply, but their relationship was complicated. Debbie wanted a picture-perfect life for Carrie. Carrie wanted freedom. Then in 2016, the unthinkable happened. Carrie Fisher died suddenly at 60. The very next day, Debbie Reynolds suffered a stroke and passed away. They had a bond so strong, event death couldn't keep them apart. They are Hollywood's most tragic mother-daughter duo, forever together. Their story was one of resilience and unwavering love. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more. Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into part 3 of our series on iconic female celeb heartthrobs from the 50s. Get ready to be captivated by the charm and talent of these legendary women. We're talking about the women who lit up the silver screen, women who could hold a note longer than anyone else, women who defined glamour for a generation. These women weren't just stars, they were constellations, shining bright and leaving a legacy that continues to inspire. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's get this show on the road. Let's get started. First up, we have the incredible Doris Day. Now, Doris wasn't just a singer, she was America's sweetheart, the girl next door who could make you melt with a smile and then blow you away with a song. You know her, you love her, from classics like Pillow Talk and Calamity Jane. Doris had this incredible way about her, this sunny disposition that just radiated from the screen. She was full of life, full of joy, and it was infectious. But don't let that sweetness fool you. Doris was a powerhouse of talent. Her voice, pure and clear as a bell, could break your heart one minute and have you dancing in the aisles the next. And she brought that same energy to her acting. She could play comedic timing like a pro, but she could also deliver a dramatic scene that would leave you speechless. It's that versatility, that ability to connect with audiences on so many levels that made Doris Day a true icon. Think about it. Her movies are still so watchable today, decades later. Why? Because Doris had that special something, that star quality that transcends time. She was relatable, she was aspirational, and she was just plain fun to watch. Doris Day, you were one of a kind, and the world is a little less bright without you in it. But hey, we've got her movies, her music, and those incredible memories to keep her spirit alive. And that's what makes these icons so special, right? Their work lives on, continuing to touch hearts and inspire new generations. And Doris Day, with her sunshine smile and her incredible talent, will forever hold a special place in the hearts of fans around the world. Next up, let's talk about the one and only Debbie Reynolds. Now, Debbie was pure energy, a whirlwind of talent who could sing, dance, and act her way into your heart. I mean, who could forget her breakout role in Singin' in the Rain? Talk about a star-making performance. Debbie lit up the screen with her infectious energy and undeniable talent. She was like a breath of fresh air, bringing joy and laughter to every role she played. But Debbie was more than just a talented performer. She was a true professional. She worked hard, she was dedicated to her craft, and she always had a smile on her face, even when things got tough. And believe me, in Hollywood, things can get tough. But Debbie, she never let it get her down. She persevered, she overcame challenges, and she came out stronger on the other side. And that's what makes her such an inspiration, not just as an entertainer, but as a human being. She taught us that with hard work, determination, and a positive attitude, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. And she did it all with grace, with humor, and with that signature Debbie Reynolds sparkle. Debbie Reynolds, you were a true original, a force of nature, and you will be deeply missed. But your legacy, your talent, and your incredible spirit will continue to inspire us all. Now let's cross the Atlantic and talk about a true international icon, the one and only Brigitte Bardot. Brigitte, or BB as she was known, was the epitome of French glamour. With her smoldering looks, her captivating screen presence, and her undeniable sex appeal, she became a global sensation. She was a woman who knew her own mind, who challenged conventions, and who lived life on her own terms. And that's what made her so fascinating, so captivating. From a God-created woman to content, Brigitte's performances were raw, emotional, and utterly unforgettable. She brought a certain je ne sais quoi to the screen, a combination of vulnerability and strength, of innocence and experience that made her impossible to ignore. But Brigitte's influence extended far beyond the silver screen. She was a fashion icon, a trendsetter who popularized the bikini, the Bardot neckline, and that effortlessly chic French style that women around the world still try to emulate today. But Brigitte was more than just a pretty face. She was a complex and contradictory figure who sparked controversy and challenged societal norms. She was a passionate animal rights activist, using her platform to speak out against animal cruelty and advocate for their welfare. Love her or hate her, there's no denying that Brigitte Bardot left an indelible mark on the world. She was a symbol of liberation, of female empowerment, and of unapologetic individuality. And in a world that often tries to put women in a box, Brigitte Bardot broke free and danced to the beat of her own drum. Now let's shift gears a bit and talk about a woman who may not have been a Hollywood starlet, but who captured the hearts of millions with her voice. I'm talking about the incredible June Spencer, the legendary voice of the Archers. For decades, June brought to life the characters of Peggy Woolley and Doris Archer, becoming a beloved figure in British entertainment. Her voice, warm and familiar, was a source of comfort and companionship for generations of listeners. She had this incredible ability to convey a wide range of emotions, from joy to sorrow, from anger to amusement, all through the nuances of her voice. And that's what made her performances so compelling, so real, so relatable. You know, in a world of flashy visuals and special effects, June Spencer reminded us of the power of the spoken word. She proved that a single voice, when wielded with skill and passion, can transport us to different worlds, make us laugh, make us cry, and make us feel deeply connected to the characters and stories she brought to life. June's dedication to her craft is truly remarkable. She was with the Archers from its very first episode in 1951, and her commitment to the show and its listeners never wavered. She became an institution, a national treasure, and her contributions to British radio drama are immeasurable. June Spencer, you are a true inspiration, and your legacy will continue to resonate for generations to come. Next up, we have a true Hollywood legend, the luminous Natalie Wood. From child star to acclaimed actress, Natalie's career was tragically cut short, but her talent continues to captivate and inspire. I mean, think about her iconic roles in West Side Story and Rebel Without a Cause. Natalie had this incredible range, this ability to convey raw emotion with a simple look, a tear rolling down her cheek. She could break your heart one minute and make you believe in the power of love the next. And those eyes, those hauntingly beautiful eyes, they could speak volumes without uttering a single word. Natalie's performances were raw, vulnerable, and utterly captivating. She had this ability to draw you into her characters' worlds, to make you feel their pain, their joy, their hopes, and their dreams. She was a true artist, a master of her craft, and her legacy continues to inspire actors and actresses today. It's impossible to watch Natalie Wood's films and not be moved by her talent, her beauty, and her tragic fate. She was a shooting star, burning bright but gone too soon. But her light continues to shine, illuminating the world of cinema and reminding us of the power of storytelling, of human connection, and of the enduring legacy of a life lived on screen. And finally, we have the incredible Ruby Dee, a woman who broke down barriers and paved the way for future generations of actors. Ruby was a powerhouse, a force to be reckoned with both on and off the screen. She was a talented actress, a gifted writer, and a tireless activist who used her platform to fight for social justice and equality. From her powerful performance in A Raisin in the Sun to her unforgettable role in Do the Right Thing, Ruby brought a quiet strength and dignity to her characters. She had this incredible ability to convey a world of emotion with a single look, a subtle gesture, a perfectly delivered line. But Ruby's impact extended far beyond the stage and screen. She was a tireless advocate for civil rights, working alongside her husband, Ossie Davis, to fight for equality and justice for all. They marched with Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. They used their voices to speak out against injustice, and they inspired generations to stand up for what they believe in. Ruby Dee was a true trailblazer, a woman of immense talent, integrity, and courage. She used her platform to make a difference in the world, and her legacy continues to inspire us to fight for what's right, to use our voices to speak out against injustice, and to never give up on our dreams. Ruby Dee, you were a true icon. The world is a better place because of you. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like this video. If you enjoyed this trip down memory lane, don't forget to like this video, comment below on your favorite celeb, and subscribe to our channel for more amazing content. We had a blast revisiting the careers of these incredible women. Women who defined an era, remind us of the power of talent, the importance of using our voices, and whose legacies continue to inspire. Watch out for part 4. See you next time. She was Hollywood's darling, a timeless icon of beauty and grace. She's a humanitarian and beloved actress. But behind Audrey Hepburn's fairy tale life lay a world of heartbreak, war, and sacrifice. Let's uncover this dark side of Audrey Hepburn. Before she became a star, Audrey was a child of war, and her early life was fraught with challenges. During World War II, young Audrey faced food shortages and malnutrition. She was so malnourished, she suffered from health issues such as anemia. Fast forward to her Hollywood days, and Audrey was battling insecurities and self-doubt. The Hollywood spotlight couldn't heal her wounds. Despite her elegant on-screen persona, she often felt inadequate and struggled with her weight and battled depression, heartbreak, and betrayal. And behind those dazzling smiles, there was a woman haunted by her father's abandonment at just 6 years old. Her love life was also tragic. 2 failed marriages, a controlling husband, and a heartbreaking miscarriage that left her shattered. Yet, Audrey turned her pain into purpose. She did not let fame define her. She left Hollywood for something greater, helping children in need. She became a UNICEF ambassador, dedicating her later years to helping children in need. From war survivor to global icon, her story is one of resilience and compassion. The price she paid for freedom was far from a fairy tale. The world saw a legend, but Audrey, she carried her pain in silence. Want more stories? Hit subscribe. One by one, Hollywood's golden age legends have faded, but one remains. Eva Marie Saint. Eva Marie Saint, born in 1924, is celebrated as one of the oldest living and earliest surviving Academy Award winner, and also one of the last living stars from Hollywood's iconic golden era. She captured hearts in On the Waterfront alongside Marlon Brando, and kept us on the edge of our seats in Hitchcock's North by Northwest, and became a symbol of Hollywood's elegance. But did you know she's an Oscar winner and has been dazzling us for over 7 decades? Talk about timeless talent. Unlike many stars from her time, Eva Marie Saint stepped away from the limelight on her terms, choosing a quiet, scandal-free life over Hollywood chaos. But her impact? Unforgettable. Saint's graceful presence and versatile performances. Saint's graceful presence and versatile performances have made her a true icon. From classic films to TV and theater, she's done it all. And she's still inspiring new generations of actors and film lovers. She is living proof that real legends never fade. How do you remember Eva Marie Saint? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for more golden era magic. The 1950s gave us some of the most iconic women in Hollywood history. These legendary ladies weren't just movie stars. They were trailblazers, trendsetters, and cultural icons. Last week, we took a trip back in time to revisit some of the most captivating female icons of the 50s, and you guys loved it. So because you clearly love classic Hollywood as much as I do, we're going to keep the time machine rolling with female celeb heartthrobs from the 1950s Part 2. Get ready for more glamour, talent, and timeless beauty. We're talking about legends like the elegant Eva Marie Saint, the hilarious Lucille Ball, the stunning Jane Mansfield, the incomparable Audrey Hepburn, and of course the one and only Marilyn Monroe. Stay tuned because you don't want to miss this. Kicking off our list is the epitome of understated elegance, Miss Eva Marie Saint. She is the actress who stole the screen with her grace and subtle power. She made history with her Oscar-winning role in On the Waterfront and became a Hitchcock favorite by Northwest. Eva Marie Saint wasn't your typical Hollywood starlet. She possessed a classic beauty, yes, but it was her talent and intelligence that truly captivated audiences. She had this presence on screen, this way of drawing you in with a look or a subtle gesture that made her truly unforgettable. She burst onto the scene in Elia Kazan's On the Waterfront alongside Marlon Brando. Now let me tell you, that was a tough act to follow. But Eva Marie Saint held her own, showcasing her incredible acting chops and earning herself an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. Talk about a dream debut. But it wasn't just her dramatic roles that left a mark. She transitioned seamlessly between genres, starring in Hitchcock's suspenseful North by Northwest. And let's be honest, who wouldn't want to be directed by Hitchcock? And later, in lighter fare like That Certain Feeling with Bob Hope, she was truly a versatile actress. Eva Marie Saint wasn't interested in being just a pretty face in Hollywood. She chose her roles carefully, gravitating towards characters with depth and complexity. She brought a quiet strength and dignity to her performances, proving that you don't need to be loud to make a statement. Off-screen, Eva Marie Saint was known for her grace and humility. She was notoriously private, shying away from the scandals and gossip that often plagued Hollywood. She was more interested in her craft, in using her platform to support causes she believed in and in her family. In a world obsessed with flash and fleeting fame, Eva Marie Saint chose a different path. She focused on her craft, her family, and her values, and in doing so, she created a legacy that continues to inspire. Born in 1924, Eva Marie Saint is the oldest living and earliest surviving Academy Award winner. She was a true class act, a reminder that true elegance and sophistication come from within.
Your favorite TV shows are on YouTube. Enjoy the latest releases. Flash is out there hunting me for money.
Welcome to the pit.
Let's sit him down.
Okay.
Get Crunchyroll, AMC Plus, Max, and more. Find your favorite movies and TV on YouTube.
Now let's talk about the queen of comedy herself, Lucille Ball. No one could make us laugh like Lucille Ball. She was the unstoppable force behind I Love Lucy, the most watched TV show of the 1950s. But did you know? She was also the first woman to run her own Hollywood studio. This woman was a force of nature, a comedy queen, and a business mogul. Now that's legendary. She was loud, she was funny, and she wasn't afraid to be silly, and that's what made her so relatable. Lucille Ball changed the game for women in television. She was a pioneer, not just in front of the camera, but behind the scenes as well. She co-produced and starred in I Love Lucy, a show that broke barriers and challenged gender norms. And let's be real, who hasn't tried to recreate the iconic chocolate factory scene? It's a testament to her comedic timing, her physicality, and her ability to make us laugh until our sides hurt. But Lucy was more than just slapstick. She was a savvy businesswoman who knew how to get what she wanted. She and her husband, Desi Arnaz, formed their own production company, Desalute Productions, which became a major force in Hollywood. They produced some of the most popular shows of the time, like Star Trek and Mission Impossible. Lucille Ball wasn't just a talented actress, she was a visionary who helped shape the landscape of television. Her influence on comedy is undeniable. She paved the way for generations of funny women, proving that women could be just as hilarious, if not more so, than their male counterparts. She wasn't afraid to be goofy, to make fun of herself, and to push the boundaries of what was considered acceptable for women on television at the time. And you know what? Audiences loved her for it. She connected with people on a human level, reminding us that it's okay to laugh at ourselves, to embrace our flaws, and to never take ourselves too seriously. Lucille Ball's legacy is one of laughter, innovation, and empowerment. She was a true original, a comedic genius, and a role model for women everywhere. She taught us that it's okay to be loud, to be silly, and to always be yourself. Next up, we have Jane Mansfield, the ultimate blonde bombshell with brains. Jane was a true Hollywood icon, known for her voluptuous figure, her platinum blonde hair, and her unapologetically glamorous persona. She was a symbol of the sex appeal and exuberance of the 1950s, and she owned every bit of it. Jane burst onto the scene in the mid-50s, quickly becoming a major sex symbol. She was often compared to Marilyn Monroe, and while they shared a similar look, Jane had a unique brand of charm and charisma. Jane wasn't afraid to play up her sexuality, embracing her curves and using her sensuality to her advantage. She knew how to work a camera, and her pinup photos were legendary. But Jane was more than just a pretty face. She was a talented actress with a sharp wit and a knack for comedic timing. She starred in several successful films, including The Girl Can't Help It, Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter, and Too Hot to Handle. She even earned a Golden Globe Award for her role in Will Success Spoil Rock Hunter, proving that she was more than just a bombshell. Jane's personal life was just as colorful as her on-screen persona. She was married 3 times, most famously to bodybuilder Mickey Hargitay, and had 5 children. She loved the spotlight and wasn't afraid to court controversy. Known for her over-the-top glamour, Jane played up her dumb blonde image, but in reality, she was highly intelligent and spoke multiple languages. Talk about beauty and brains. Jane was a regular in the gossip columns, known for her lavish parties, her love of pink, and her pet chihuahua. Tragically, Jane's life was cut short in a car accident in 1967 at the age of 34. Her death sent shockwaves through Hollywood and beyond, leaving behind a legacy that continues to fascinate and inspire. Jane Mansfield was a true original, a woman who lived life on her own terms and refused to apologize for it. She was a symbol of glamour, sexuality, and the fleeting nature of fame. Now let's talk about true grace and elegance with the one and only Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn was more than just a beautiful face. She was an icon of style, grace, and philanthropy. Audrey Hepburn was more than just a beautiful face. She was an icon of style, grace, and philanthropy. From the moment she graced the screen in Roman Holiday, her charm and elegance were undeniable. That film, with Gregory Peck, became an instant classic, and Audrey's performance earned her an Academy Award for Best Actress. From Roman Holiday to Breakfast at Tiffany's, she wasn't just a movie star or a talented actress. She had this incredible ability to light up the screen, to convey a world of emotion with just a glance or a smile. But Audrey's appeal went beyond her acting abilities. She became a global fashion icon, thanks in part to her collaborations with legendary designer Givenchy. Her style was classic, chic, and effortlessly elegant. The little black dress, the oversized sunglasses, the ballet flats, these are all style staples that we can thank Audrey Hepburn for. But beyond the glamour and the fame, Audrey was deeply compassionate. Having lived through World War II, she witnessed firsthand the devastating effects of conflict and poverty. She dedicated much of her later life to humanitarian work, becoming a goodwill ambassador for UNICEF. She traveled to some of the poorest countries in the world, using her platform to raise awareness and advocate for children in need. Few women have left a lasting impact like Audrey Hepburn. Audrey Hepburn's legacy is one of beauty, grace, and compassion. She taught us that true elegance comes from within, that kindness is always in fashion, and that it's important to use your voice to make a difference in the world. She was, and continues to be, an inspiration to us all. And finally, we come to the legend herself, Marilyn Monroe, the most famous actress of all time. Marilyn Monroe is perhaps the most enduring icon of the 20th century. Her beauty, her charisma, and her unforgettable performances made her a Hollywood legend. She was a true Hollywood legend, a symbol of glamour, sex appeal, and tragic beauty. Her image is instantly recognizable, her name synonymous with fame and allure, but behind the platinum blonde hair and the seductive smile lay a complex and often misunderstood woman. Marilyn's rise to fame was meteoric. She started out as a model, quickly catching the attention of Hollywood executives. Her early roles often typecast her as the dumb blonde, but she brought a certain charm and vulnerability to these characters that made them endearing. But Marilyn was determined to be taken seriously as an actress. She studied at the Actors Studio in New York, honing her craft and proving that she was more than just a pretty face. And with films like Niagara, Gentlemen Prefer Blondes, and Some Like It Hot, she proved her comedic timing was impeccable. Her personal life, however, was often tumultuous. She struggled with insecurity, addiction, and failed relationships. She was married 3 times, most famously to baseball legend Joe DiMaggio and playwright Arthur Miller. The pressure of fame took a toll on Marilyn, and she tragically passed away at the young age of 36. Despite her untimely death, Marilyn Monroe's legacy continues to fascinate and inspire. Decades later, Her influence is still everywhere. She remains a pop culture icon, her image emblazoned on everything from t-shirts to coffee mugs. But beyond the merchandise and the mythology, there was a real woman with dreams, insecurities, and a longing for something more. Marilyn Monroe's story is a reminder of the complexities of fame, the fragility of life, and the enduring power of an image. Well, that's it for our part 2 trip down memory lane with these incredible women. They laughed, they loved, they broke barriers, and they left an indelible mark on the world. These women weren't just stars, they were powerhouses who shaped the entertainment industry forever, and they left an indelible mark on the world. Which one of these iconic women is your favorite? Let me know in the comments below. And don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe for more stories if you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video where we'll be diving more into the lives and careers of some of classic Hollywood's most legendary women. Trust me, you won't want to miss it. And the winner is Katharine Hepburn and Barbra Streisand, and it's a tie. For the first and only time in Oscar history, 2 legendary actresses won Best Actress in a dead tie. The year was 1969. The Oscar stage was set and tension filled the air. When the envelope opened, shockwaves rippled through the audience. Katharine Hepburn and Barbra Streisand both won Best Actress. Can you imagine? 2 legends, 1 award? Both actresses both received exactly 3,030 votes, a statistical miracle. It's a moment etched in Hollywood history. Hepburn, with her regal charm, won for The Lion in Winter. Streisand, in her dazzling debut, charmed everyone in Funny Girl. They stood as equals, a tie unprecedented in Oscar history. 2 icons, 1 Oscar, 1 unforgettable night in Hollywood history. But get this, Hepburn didn't even show up. Hepburn had previously won Oscar, and it was Streisand's first ever win. Streisand, dressed in a sheer sequined pantsuit, famously accepted with, "Hello, gorgeous." That's movie magic right there. So next time someone says there's no room for 2 queens, tell them about Hepburn and Streisand. Drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more amazing Hollywood moments. These trailblazing 1950s actresses rocked Hollywood. First up, Marilyn Monroe. Sure, she was known as a blonde bombshell, but did you know she fought for better roles and higher pay? Marilyn Monroe was tired of being typecast as just a dumb blonde. So she walked away from the studio, started her own production company, and demanded better roles. Next, we have Dorothy Dandridge. In the 1950s, Hollywood didn't know what to do with black leading ladies. But Dorothy Dandridge refused to play by their rules. She shattered racial barriers, becoming the first African-American woman nominated for an Academy Award for Best Actress, proving that talent knows no color. Bold and brilliant. Then there's Audrey Hepburn, not just a fashion icon, but a humanitarian with a heart of gold. She chose roles with depth and substance, changing the game. At a time when curvy bombshell ruled Hollywood, Audrey Hepburn defied beauty standards with her elegance and charm. She became one of Hollywood's most beloved icons, proving that grace and intelligence were just as powerful as glamour. And who could forget Katharine Hepburn? No, she's not related to Audrey Hepburn. With her fierce independence and refusal to conform to Hollywood norms or become a sex symbol, Katharine Hepburn embraced her individuality, embraced a private life, and casual style. She won 4 Oscars and never compromised her integrity. These ladies, total game changers. They defied the norms, took risks, and won big. These women didn't just star in movies, they changed Hollywood forever. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hollywood in the 50s was more than just glitz and glamour. Love was messy, secrets were deadly, and affairs could end careers. These were the love triangles that shocked Tinseltown then. Marilyn Monroe, Joe DiMaggio, and Frank Sinatra. Joe DiMaggio adored Marilyn, but their marriage was full of jealousy. Sparks flew, hearts broke, and tabloids had a field day. Joe never forgave Frank Sinatra for after Marilyn divorced him. Next up, Elizabeth Taylor, Debbie Reynolds, and her husband, Eddie Fisher. Debbie's husband left her for her friend, Elizabeth Taylor. A friendship shattered, a marriage in ruins. Hollywood's golden girl was at the center of it all. This scandal rocked Hollywood to its core. Frank Sinatra's love life was never simple. While he was obsessed with Ava Gardner, rumors swirled that he had a secret romance with Lana Turner. Was it true? No one knows for sure. But this rumor drove Ava wild with jealousy. And who can forget Ingrid Bergman, Roberto Rossellini, and Petter Lindstrom? Ingrid was married to her neurosurgeon husband, Lindstrom, when she had an affair with the Italian director Rossellini, an affair that had the whole world talking and even led to her divorce and got her exiled from Hollywood. In Hollywood, love was never just between 2 people, and some betrayals left scars that never healed. These love triangles had it all: passion, betrayal, and enough drama to fill 100 movies. So, which of these love triangles shocked you the most? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tantalizing tales from Tinseltown. Why do so many film lovers admire Ava Gardner? Because she was the original Hollywood rule breaker. Ava Gardner wasn't just another pretty face in Hollywood. She was a force of nature. Born in a small town in North Carolina, Ava shot to stardom and never looked back. Known for her stunning beauty and fierce independence, she defied the studio system and lived by her own rules. From her sultry roles in The Killers to Mogambo, Ava captivated audiences with her raw talent and undeniable charisma. Off-screen, she was just as intriguing. Whether it was her whirlwind romances or her unapologetic lifestyle, Ava Gardner was the epitome of living life to the fullest. Remember that time she married Frank Sinatra? Ava Gardner wasn't just a star. She was an icon who paved the way for future generations of strong, independent women. So if you want to know what it truly means to break the mold, just look at the legacy of Ava Gardner. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more incredible stories from Hollywood's golden age. Catch you in the next one. She was the ultimate Hollywood goddess. Mesmerizing, untamed, timeless, and unforgettable. The men worshipped her, but in the end, Ava Gardner walked away. Why? Ava Gardner's romances were anything but timeless. From her passionate fling with Mickey Rooney to her tumultuous marriage with Artie Shaw, Ava Gardner knew how to keep things interesting. But wait, let's not forget Frank Sinatra, the crooner, who serenaded her heart. Despite the glitz and glamour, Ava always seemed to walk away. Why? She wanted freedom. She left the spotlight, moved to Spain, and never remarried. She once said, "I made it as a star, but I never made it as a woman. I was never meant to belong to one man." Her independence and fiery spirit often clashed with the era's expectations of women. Ava's love life was as captivating as her on-screen performances. She lived by her own rules and never settled for less than true passion. 3 famous husbands, countless admirers, but no one could hold on to Ava Gardner. They loved Ava, but in the end, she chose herself. Want more juicy tales from Hollywood? Like, comment, and subscribe. Catch you in the next one. Golden gowns, flashing cameras, and the unforgettable faces that defined an era. The 1950s were just about glitz and glamour. They were about power, resilience, and groundbreaking performances that reshaped Hollywood forever. Get ready to take a trip down memory lane with me because today we're diving into the golden age of Hollywood. You know, that era where the stars weren't just talented, they were icons. These women weren't just movie stars. They were glamorous. Each one leaving a lasting mark on film history. We're talking about the women who redefined beauty, elegance, and on-screen presence. This one's for all of you who love old Hollywood as much as I do. We're about to unlock the secrets behind female celeb heartthrobs from the 50s. These leading ladies captivated hearts across the globe, and trust me, their stories are as fascinating as their filmographies. So, grab your popcorn, settle in, and get ready for a dose of classic Hollywood glamour. First up, we're traveling back to the 1950s, a time when Hollywood was brimming with fresh faces and captivating personalities. And among them was a young woman whose smoldering gaze and undeniable talent would make her a legend, Miss Ava Gardner. Born in 1922 in North Carolina, Ava didn't initially set her sights on Hollywood, but fate had other plans. Ava's journey began with a move to New York City. She enrolled in acting classes, dreaming of the silver screen. In 1941, she landed her first film role, but it was 1946 that would change everything. She landed a breakthrough role in The Killers, starring alongside Burt Lancaster. The film was a hit, and Ava's performance captivated audiences and critics alike. She went on to star in a string of successful films, solidifying her status as a true Hollywood icon. From The Barefoot Countess to Mogambo, Ava brought depth and complexity to her roles. With her captivating beauty and impeccable style, she became a true fashion icon. Women around the world emulated her look, from her signature arched eyebrows to her glamorous gowns. She exuded an effortless elegance that transcended time, and her influence on fashion is still felt today. Next, we turn our attention to a woman whose name is synonymous with elegance, grace, and a fairy tale life that seems ripped from the pages of a screenplay, Grace Kelly. She was the epitome of old Hollywood class. Born in Philadelphia in 1929, Grace possessed a classic beauty, a cool sophistication, and an undeniable screen presence that would captivate the world. But unlike some starlets who craved the spotlight, Grace brought a sense of quiet dignity and reserve to Hollywood. She wasn't interested in the glitz and glamour of the Hollywood party scene. Instead, she focused on her craft, immersing herself in her roles and delivering performances that were both nuanced and unforgettable. Her breakout role came in 1953 with John Ford's Western Mogambo, where she starred alongside Clark Gable and Ava Gardner. Talk about an iconic trio. Grace held her own against these Hollywood heavyweights, earning critical acclaim and an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. From there, her career soared. She starred in a string of successful films, including Alfred Hitchcock's suspenseful masterpiece Rear Window and the musical High Society, sharing the screen with Bing Crosby and Frank Sinatra. Can you imagine being on a set with those legends? Grace's talent and charm were undeniable, but just as her career reached its peak, Grace Kelly made a decision that would shock the world. In 1956, at the height of her fame, she married Prince Rainier III of Monaco, effectively leaving Hollywood behind to become a real-life princess. The world was captivated by the fairy tale romance and the image of Grace, radiant in her wedding gown, as she embarked on a new chapter. As Princess Grace, she embraced her royal duties with the same grace and dedication she brought to her acting career. She devoted herself to philanthropy, supporting the arts, and raising her family in the spotlight. Though her time in Hollywood was relatively short, Grace Kelly's impact was profound. She left behind a legacy of timeless elegance, both on and off the screen. Her films continue to enchant audiences, and her life story remains a source of fascination and inspiration. Now, let's talk about a woman whose name is synonymous with Hollywood glamour, legendary beauty, and a life lived on her own terms, the one and only Elizabeth Taylor. Born in London in 1932, Elizabeth, with her striking violet eyes and captivating screen presence, was destined for stardom. From the time she was a child, Elizabeth exuded a star quality that was impossible to ignore. She began her acting career at a young age, quickly becoming one of Hollywood's most sought-after child stars. Who could forget her breakout role in National Velvet at just 12 years old? But Elizabeth Taylor was far from a fleeting child star. As she blossomed into a young woman, her beauty became legendary. Those violet eyes, that raven hair, that captivating gaze, she possessed a timeless allure that transcended the screen, and her talent, equally undeniable. Elizabeth transitioned seamlessly from child star to leading lady, taking on roles that showcased her incredible range and emotional depth. She could break your heart with a single tear in A Place in the Sun and captivate you with her fiery spirit in Cat on a Hot Tin Roof. Throughout her career, Elizabeth tackled complex characters, often portraying women who were strong, independent, and unafraid to challenge societal norms. She was known for her fearless attitude, and she dominated Hollywood both on and off the screen. She was a true force of nature. Of course, we can't talk about Elizabeth Taylor without mentioning her personal life. She lived her life with a passion and intensity that was reflected in her relationships. Married 8 times, twice to Richard Burton, Elizabeth's love life was the stuff of Hollywood legends. But beyond the headlines and the tabloid fodder, Elizabeth Taylor was a woman of substance. Liz Taylor wasn't just an actress. She was a force of nature. She was a devoted mother, a loyal friend, and a tireless advocate for causes close to her heart, particularly her groundbreaking work in raising awareness about HIV/AIDS. Hold on to your hats, folks, because we're about to dive into the career of a woman who challenged conventions and redefined what it meant to be a sex symbol in the 1950s, the stunning and sensational Jane Russell. Born in Minnesota in 1921, Jane possessed a natural beauty and a smoldering sensuality that would make her one of the most iconic pinups of her era. Jane's journey to stardom began in an unlikely place, a chiropractor's office. Legend has it that she was working as a receptionist when she was discovered by none other than Howard Hughes, the eccentric millionaire and film producer. Hughes was immediately struck by Jane's beauty and screen presence, and he signed her to a personal contract determined to make her a star. Her breakout role, and the one that would cement her status as a Hollywood bombshell, came in 1943 with the Western The Outlaw. The film, directed by Howard Hughes himself, was controversial for its time, pushing the boundaries of censorship with its suggestive themes and Jane's revealing costume. Despite facing backlash and censorship, The Outlaw was a box office smash, and Jane Russell became an overnight sensation. Her image was everywhere, on magazine covers, pin-up posters, and even painted on the noses of bomber planes during World War II. But Jane was more than just a pretty face. She possessed a sharp wit, a down-to-earth personality, and a strong will that defied the stereotypical image of a Hollywood starlet. She wasn't afraid to speak her mind, and she often challenged the industry's expectations of how a sex symbol should behave. Throughout her career, Jane starred in a variety of films, showcasing her versatility and range. She could hold her own in comedies like Gentlemen Prefer Blondes alongside Marilyn Monroe, and she brought a dramatic depth to westerns like The Tall Men. Beyond her acting career, Jane was also a talented singer and a devout Christian. She was open about her faith and even adopted 2 children, a decision that was considered unconventional at the time. Get ready to say ciao bella as we journey to Italy to celebrate the legendary Sophia Loren. Born in Rome in 1934, Sophia's story is one of resilience, raw talent, and a captivating beauty that transcended borders. She wasn't just a movie star, she was an international icon who redefined glamour and sophistication. Sophia's childhood was far from glamorous. Growing up in poverty in post-war Naples, she dreamed of a life beyond the hardships she faced. Her ticket to a new world? Beauty pageants. She entered and won, catching the eye of film producer Carlo Ponti, who would later become her husband and lifelong champion. From Italian cinema to Hollywood's bright lights, Sophia's career skyrocketed. She possessed a captivating screen presence, a smoldering intensity, and a natural comedic timing that made her a director's dream. She could effortlessly transition from dramatic roles that showcased her incredible range to lighthearted comedies that highlighted her infectious charm. Who could forget her Oscar-winning performance in Two Women? Her portrayal of a mother struggling to protect her daughter during World War II showcased her raw talent and cemented her place in cinematic history. She became the first woman to win an Academy Award for a performance in a foreign language film. Talk about breaking barriers. But Sophia's appeal went beyond just awards and accolades. She exuded a confidence and a sensuality that was both alluring and empowering. With her signature cat-eye makeup, her voluptuous figure, and her undeniable charisma, she became a global fashion icon. Sophia Loren wasn't just a beautiful face, she was a woman of substance, intelligence, and humor. She embraced her Italian heritage, her curves, and her age with a refreshing candor that resonated with audiences worldwide. Wow, what a trip down memory lane. We've celebrated 5 incredible women who defined an era in Hollywood. From their groundbreaking roles to their iconic style, Eva Gardner, Grace Kelly, Elizabeth Taylor, Jane Russell, and Sophia Loren left an unforgettable mark on cinema and beyond. Which of these legendary women inspires you the most? If you love this glimpse into the golden age of Hollywood, give this video a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on more incredible stories about your favorite stars. Want more? Part 2 is coming next. Until next time, keep those Hollywood dreams alive. He wasn't just an actor, he was tough, intense, and unforgettable. From detective thrillers to westerns, he dominated the screen like no other. Then he disappeared, leaving fans wondering, what happened? Let's explore the legend of Gene Hackman. Gene Hackman, 2-time Oscar winner, and a name that echoes through the halls of Hollywood history. From his breakout role in The French Connection to unforgettable performances in Unforgiven and Hoosiers, Hackman's versatility was legendary. Born in 1930, Hackman's journey to stardom wasn't a straight shot. He faced countless rejections, but his persistence paid off big time. He even served in the Marine Corps before diving into acting. Hackman retired in 2004 and passed away in February 2025, but his legacy lives on. Whether he's a hard-nosed cop, a cowboy, or a quirky villain, Hackman brought depth to every role. His impact is undeniable, inspiring generations of actors and filmmakers. Gene Hackman, forever a legend. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more fascinating film stories. He won Oscars, he dominated Hollywood, and then he vanished. What happened to Gene Hackman? Gene Hackman, a giant of cinema, whose performances have left an indelible mark on the industry, was often overlooked in his final years as new generations of actors and filmmakers came to the forefront. Younger audiences may not know his name or the breadth of his work, but for a generation, he was an icon, a symbol of gritty, authentic storytelling. Hackman embodied a certain kind of rugged, everyman charisma that resonated deeply with audiences. He could play tough guys, but with a vulnerability that made them relatable. Hackman's career spanned decades, showcasing his versatility. He worked with legendary directors like Arthur Penn and Francis Ford Coppola, bringing their visions to life. He won 2 Academy Awards and numerous other accolades, cementing his place in film history. Yet Hackman always shied away from the limelight, preferring to let his work speak for itself. He preferred a quiet life, far from the glitz of Hollywood, choosing instead to live in peaceful anonymity. Eugene Allen Hackman was born in 1930 in Danville, Illinois, a small town that would shape his early years. His childhood was marked by his father's abandonment, a traumatic event that left a deep scar on young Gene. This event left a lasting impact on young Gene, shaping his resilience and determination. He found solace in acting, joining school plays and community theater, where he could escape into different characters and stories. After a stint in the Marines, where he learned discipline and perseverance, Hackman pursued his passion for acting with renewed vigor. He studied at the Pasadena Playhouse in California, a renowned institution for aspiring actors. There he met Dustin Hoffman, another aspiring actor, and they quickly formed a strong bond. They became lifelong friends and roommates, supporting each other through the highs and lows of their early careers. Hackman's early career was filled with struggles as he faced the harsh realities of the acting world. He worked odd jobs to make ends meet, from waiting tables to manual labor, never losing sight of his dream. He landed small roles on stage and television, each one a stepping stone towards his ultimate goal. He faced rejection and setbacks, moments that tested his resolve and commitment to his craft. But Hackman persevered, driven by his love for the craft and an unwavering belief in his abilities, eventually finding success in Hollywood. Hackman's breakthrough role came in 1967 with Bonnie and Clyde. His performance as Buck Barrow earned him his first Oscar nomination. This opened doors to leading roles and critical acclaim. In 1971, he won the Best Actor Oscar for The French Connection. Hackman became one of the most sought-after actors in Hollywood. He appeared in a string of successful films, including The Conversation, Superman, Mississippi Burning, and Unforgiven. He worked with directors like Clint Eastwood and Warren Beatty. Despite his immense success and numerous accolades, Hackman remained grounded throughout his life. He never let fame get to his head and always stayed true to his roots. He valued his privacy and family above all else, often retreating from the public eye to spend quality time with his loved ones. Hackman was married twice, first to Faye Maltese, with whom he shared many years, and later to Betsy Arakawa, who remained by his side until the end. From his first marriage, Hackman had 3 children who were a significant part of his life and brought him immense joy and pride. In 2004, at the age of 74, Hackman announced his retirement from acting, choosing to step away from the limelight to focus on other passions. He pursued his passions for writing and cycling, finding new ways to express his creativity and maintain his physical health. Hackman lived a quiet and peaceful life in New Mexico with his wife, enjoying the tranquility and beauty of the landscape. Both of them were often seen golfing. Tragically, Gene Hackman and his wife, Arakawa, were found dead in their Santa Fe home on February 26, 2025. Reports claim that both of them passed away earlier in the month, but were not found until more than a week had passed. Gene Hackman was suspected to have passed away from cardiac arrest at age 95, while his wife passed away from hantavirus at age 65. Gene Hackman left behind a legacy that will be remembered for generations. He left a legacy of unforgettable performances, each role a testament to his incredible talent and dedication to the craft of acting. Hackman may be gone, but his work will continue to inspire countless actors and filmmakers around the world. He was a true artist, dedicated to his craft, always pushing the boundaries of his abilities and delivering performances that resonated deeply with audiences. Hackman brought honesty and intensity to every role he played, making each character memorable and authentic. And in a world obsessed with celebrity, he remained a humble and private man, never seeking the spotlight for personal gain. Gene Hackman, a true Hollywood legend whose contributions to cinema will never be forgotten. Please share your thoughts on Gene Hackman's legacy. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. They were music's most explosive couple: love, fights, and scandals. What really happened to Whitney Houston and Bobby? When Whitney Houston and Bobby Brown fell in love, the world was shocked. 2 music ions from different worlds. How did they really end up together? Their relationship was a roller coaster ride. Behind the fame, their love was filled with chaos, fights, and scandals. Whitney, the voice behind unforgettable hits, and Bobby, the bad boy of R&B, together, they were unstoppable. But behind the glamorous facade, their love story took a dark turn. They fell hard and fast, but their relationship was rocked by addiction, public fights, and scandals. Whitney's angelic voice and Bobby's raw energy made headlines, but so did their tumultuous marriage. From fairy tale weddings to rehab stints, their highs were sky high and their lows were devastating. Who can forget their infamous reality show and public breakdowns? Their love was as toxic as it was intense, ultimately leading to Whitney's tragic downfall. But despite everything, it's a story that reminds us of the thin line between love and destruction. Do you think Whitney and Bobby were truly in love, or was it doomed from the start? Drop your comments, like, share, and subscribe for more gripping tales. Did Whitney Houston see tragedy coming for her daughter, Bobby Christina? Her chilling warnings will leave you speechless. Whitney Houston and her daughter, Bobby Christina, shared a bond that was deep and unbreakable. But there was always an undercurrent of concern in Whitney's words. She once said in an interview, "I worry about my daughter. I want her to be safe and happy." Some even claimed that Whitney told Bobby to be careful, almost like she knew something was coming. Close friends revealed that Whitney feared for her daughter's well-being if anything happened to her. Fast forward a few years, and the tragic parallels between their lives are hard to ignore. Whitney's sudden death in 2012 and Bobby Christina's heart-wrenching fate in 2015. Was Whitney's concern a mother's intuition or something more? It's a haunting question that lingers. The love and worry Whitney expressed are a poignant reminder of their strong connection. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
They weren't just mother and daughter. They were best friends, bound by music, love, and the pressure of fame. But behind the bright lights and the glamorous life was a story of deep connection, struggles, and a heartbreaking fate no one could have predicted. Introducing Whitney and Bobby Christina, a tale of a mother and daughter whose lives were intertwined with music, fame, and an unbreakable bond. Whitney Houston, a voice that could shake the heavens. Her talent was unparalleled, and her presence on stage was nothing short of magical. Bobby Christina Brown, a young woman finding her way, navigating the complexities of growing up in the shadow of a global superstar. Their story is a complex tapestry of love, fame, and unimaginable heartbreak. A journey filled with highs and lows, triumphs and tribulations. Whitney, a legend in her own time, poured her heart into motherhood. She cherished every moment, balancing her career with her role as a devoted mother. Bobby Christina, her beloved daughter, grew up bathed in the spotlight's glare. From a young age, she was thrust into the public eye, learning to navigate the pressures of fame. Their bond was undeniable, a fierce and protective love that transcended the trappings of fame. They were each other's confidants and biggest supporters. They shared laughter, secrets, and the unique bond only a mother and daughter could understand. Their relationship was filled with moments of joy and deep connection. Whitney, despite the pressures of her career, cherished the moments with her little girl. She made sure to create lasting memories, filled with love and warmth. Bobby Christina, in turn, adored her mother, seeing beyond the icon to the woman who loved her unconditionally. She admired her strength, her talent, and her unwavering love. Growing up Houston, Bobby Christina's childhood was a unique blend of glamour and normalcy. Life with Whitney Houston was anything but ordinary. The glitz and glamour of her mother's career meant that Bobby Christina was often in the spotlight. Bobby Christina's childhood was a whirlwind of recording studios, concert tours, and public appearances. She was exposed to the music industry from a very young age, learning the ropes alongside her famous mother. Yet, amidst the chaos, Whitney strived to create a sense of normalcy for her daughter. She made sure to carve out time for bedtime stories, playful moments at home, and heartfelt hugs. There were family vacations, trips to the beach, and moments of quiet joy away from the prying eyes of the paparazzi. These were the times when Bobby Christina could just be a child. One particularly poignant memory finds a young Bobby Christina joining her mother on stage. It was a moment that captured the essence of their relationship. The crowd roared, but Whitney's gaze remained fixed on her daughter, her pride palpable. It was clear that her love for Bobby Christina was the driving force behind her every performance. This public display of affection underscored the depth of their bond, a bond that would forever link them in the annals of both entertainment history and human experience. Their relationship was a testament to the enduring power of love amidst the pressures of fame. Laughter and light, Bobby Christina's circle. Beyond the spotlight, Bobby Christina forged her own path, cultivating friendships that offered solace and support. She possessed a kind heart, an infectious laugh, drawing people to her warmth and genuine spirit. Her friends provided a sense of normalcy, a break from the pressures of her lineage. These friendships became increasingly vital as Bobby Christina navigated the complexities of adolescence and young adulthood. They offered a listening ear, a shoulder to cry on, and a safe space to simply be herself. These relationships, though largely kept out of the public eye, provided a vital lifeline for a young woman grappling with the weight of expectation and the legacy she was born into. The world watched in horror as tragedy struck not once, but twice. Whitney Houston, the powerhouse vocalist who had captivated millions, was found lifeless in a Beverly Hills hotel room. The official cause? Accidental drowning, with heart disease and cocaine use listed as contributing factors. The world mourned. A collective gasp of disbelief across continents. 3 years later, another blow. Bobby Christina, her life irrevocably altered by the loss of her mother, was found unresponsive in her Georgia home. She remained in a coma for 6 months before succumbing to her injuries. The circumstances surrounding her passing were eerily similar to Whitney's, a chilling reminder of the fragility of life. The deaths of Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina Brown sent shockwaves through the world, leaving fans and loved ones in deep mourning. Their story, a heartbreaking reminder of the devastating effects of addiction and the enduring power of love, continues to resonate with people everywhere. They left behind a void in the music world and in the hearts of millions who cherish them. Whitney's powerful voice and Bobby Christina's gentle spirit are deeply missed. Yet, amidst the tragedy, their legacy lives on, inspiring new generations of artists and fans alike. Whitney's music continues to inspire and uplift, her voice forever etched in the tapestry of musical history. Her songs remain timeless, touching hearts around the globe. Bobby Christina, though her life was cut tragically short, is remembered for her kind heart and the unwavering love she shared with her mother. Her memory lives on in the hearts of those who knew her. Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina Brown shared more than just a name. They shared an inseparable connection that even death could not break. As long as Whitney's music plays and Bobby's memory lives on, their bond will never be forgotten. Their story, a poignant reminder that even in the face of unimaginable loss, the bond between a mother and daughter remains unbreakable, transcending time and space. What's your favorite memory of Whitney Houston and Bobby Christina? Drop it in the comments section and please like the video and subscribe for more fascinating contents.
She was the voice of a generation, a legend whose music touched millions. Whitney Houston was one of the greatest voices of all time, but behind the fame, the awards, the spotlight, and the glamour was a life filled with pain, betrayal, heartbreak, and the struggles that the world never fully saw. We are talking about the dark side of Whitney Houston's fame. From the outside, Whitney Houston had it all: glamour, fame, and an unmatched voice. But behind the dazzling spotlight, her life was a storm of trust shattered by those closest to her. Whitney struggled with addiction, partly driven by relentless pressure and betrayal from people she trusted. Her tumultuous relationship with Bobby Brown brought intense public scrutiny, adding fuel to the fire. Her own father tried to sue her for millions, a betrayal that cut deep. Imagine the pain of being let down by those you thought had your back. Whitney's untimely death proved that the price of fame is costly. Despite it all, Whitney gave us some of the most unforgettable music. Her voice was a beacon of hope, even when her world was crumbling. So when you hear her songs, remember the strength it took to sing through the darkness. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories behind the stars. Whitney Houston, a legend with a story that deserves to be told. Before there was Beyonce, before there was Ariana, Mariah Carey, or even Adele, there was Whitney Houston, the woman who redefined music, shattered records, and inspired generations of today's biggest stars. But how exactly did Whitney pave the way for these artists? Stick around to learn more. Whitney Houston, often called the original diva, was a powerhouse of talent. She broke barriers with her iconic voice, setting records that still stand today. When Whitney sang, the world listened. Her influence can be seen everywhere, from Beyoncé's powerful performances to Ariana Grande's vocal gymnastics. Whitney's success wasn't just about her incredible voice. It was her charisma, style, and grace. She redefined what it meant to be a pop and R&B icon, making her mark on future generations of artists. Whitney's hit songs like I Will Always Love You continue to inspire and challenge today's singers to push their limits. So if you love modern pop and R&B, remember to thank the original diva, Whitney Houston.
Her legacy lives on in every high note and stage performance. Like this video? Don't forget to hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe for more Music Legends content.
After Whitney Houston's tragic passing, Bobby Christina was left lost in a world of fame, heartbreak, and unanswered questions. But what really happened behind the scenes? Stay tuned to find out. Bobby Christina's life after Whitney Houston. It's a story of resilience and deep heartache. Bobby Christina was just 18 when her mother, Whitney Houston, passed away. She was plunged into a life of grief, addiction, and media scrutiny. Suddenly, she was thrust into the spotlight while dealing with unimaginable grief. She faced immense pressure from the media, struggling to find her own identity. The weight of her mom's legacy was a heavy burden to carry. Bobby Christina tried to follow in Whitney's footsteps in music and acting, but the constant comparisons made it tough for her. Her personal life was also tumultuous. She had a rocky relationship with Nick Gordon, which only added to her struggles. People often wondered, was it true love or manipulation? The media often focused on the drama, but few saw her pain and loneliness. Also, after Whitney's passing, Bobby's family fought over her inheritance, causing her more stress. There were reports of isolation, bad influences, and a downward spiral, but no one stepped in. Sadly, in 2015, Bobby Christina was found unresponsive in her home and later passed away. Eerily similar to Whitney, she was 22 years old. Bobby Christina's story is a poignant reminder of the unseen battles people face. Do you think Bobby Christina was doomed from the start? Let's talk in the comments. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more stories like these. Thanks for watching. You won't believe these facts about Whitney Houston. Stay tuned to be amazed. Whitney Houston was a straight-A student and could have had a whole different career. Some of her teachers wanted Whitney to skip a grade, but her mother did not allow it. Fun fact. Whitney was discovered at just 19 by Clive Davis, the legendary music executive, at a nightclub. Whitney performed so well that Clive signed a contract with her on the spot. Whitney Houston's favorite movie was The Lion King. She was raised around animals and loved cats. She rescued a stray cat named Misty Blue. Whitney was also a model before she became a music icon. She was the first woman of color to grace the cover of 17 magazine. She also modeled for Young Miss magazine. And did you know, Whitney's rendition of the national anthem at the 1991 Super Bowl became a chart-topping hit. It remained on the Billboard Hot 100 chart for weeks. But here's the kicker. Whitney's mom, Cissy Houston, was a backup singer for Elvis Presley. Cissy also sang backup for Aretha Franklin. She even won a Grammy for her gospel music. Whitney met Elvis when she was about 7 years old, but she was too starstruck to say anything to him. And guess who Whitney's godmother was? Whitney's godmother was none other than superstar singer Aretha Franklin. Her aunt, or as some say her cousin, was Dionne Warwick. Now that's musical royalty. If you're loving these Whitney Houston secrets, hit that like button, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more awesome music facts. Catch you in the next video. Whitney Houston's voice was a force of nature. It captivated the world. Her music transcended generations. From the moment she stepped onto the stage, it was clear that she was destined for greatness. Her voice had a unique quality that could convey deep emotion and powerful strength all at once. It was a voice that could make you feel every word, every note, as if it was meant just for you. With a voice like liquid gold, she left an imprint on the soul of music that remains unrivaled. Her ability to hit high notes with such clarity and precision was nothing short of extraordinary. She had a way of making every song her own, infusing it with her unique style and personality. Whether she was singing a soulful ballad or an upbeat pop anthem, her voice was always the star of the show. From soaring ballads to upbeat pop anthems, her talent knew no bounds. She could effortlessly switch between genres, showcasing her versatility and range. Her performances were always electrifying, leaving audiences in awe of her incredible talent. She had a stage presence that was unmatched, commanding the attention of everyone in the room. She was, and still is, the voice. Her influence on the music industry is immeasurable, and her legacy continues to inspire new generations of artists. She broke barriers and set new standards, paving the way for future artists to follow in her footsteps. Her impact on the world of music is undeniable, and her contributions will never be forgotten. Whitney's legacy is more than just her music. She was a cultural phenomenon, a symbol of excellence and grace. Her influence extended beyond the stage and into the very fabric of our lives. She was a role model for many, showing that with hard work and determination, anything is possible. Her philanthropic efforts and dedication to helping others further solidified her status as an icon. She was a cultural phenomenon. Her impact on popular culture was immense, and her presence was felt in every corner of the entertainment industry. She was a trendsetter, a fashion icon, and a beloved public figure. Her style and elegance were admired by many, and she became a symbol of beauty and sophistication. Her impact extends beyond the stage and into the very fabric of our lives. She touched the hearts of millions with her music, and her legacy continues to live on through her timeless songs. Her influence can be seen in the work of countless artists who have been inspired by her talent and dedication. She was more than just a singer. She was a beacon of hope and inspiration for many. She broke barriers and set new standards. Her achievements in the music industry are unparalleled, and her contributions have left a lasting impact. She was a trailblazer, paving the way for future generations of artists. Her success opened doors for many, and her legacy continues to inspire those who follow in her footsteps. Whitney's influence can be felt in every corner of the music industry, inspiring countless artists and touching millions of hearts. Her music continues to resonate with people all over the world, and her legacy lives on through the artists she has inspired. She was a true icon, and her contributions to the world of music will never be forgotten. This is the story of an icon, a woman whose voice and presence left an indelible mark on the world. Whitney Houston's legacy is one of greatness, and her story is one that will continue to inspire and captivate for generations to come. Whitney Elizabeth Houston was born into the heart of Newark, New Jersey, a city known for its rich cultural history and vibrant community. Newark, often referred to as the Brick City, was a melting pot of diverse cultures and traditions, which played a significant role in shaping Whitney's early life. It was August 9, 1963, a time when America was undergoing significant social and cultural changes. The 1960s were marked by the civil rights movement, the rise of counterculture, and a burgeoning music scene that would soon see the emergence of iconic artists. Her family breathed music. Her mother, Cissy Houston, was a celebrated gospel singer, known for her powerful voice and soulful performances. Cissy's influence on Whitney was profound, as she introduced her to the world of music from a very young age. Her cousin, Dionne Warwick, was already a musical star, making waves in the industry with her unique voice and style. Dionne's success served as an inspiration. This was a rare gift, capable of conveying deep emotion and hitting notes that seemed almost impossible. Her dedication to her craft was evident in every song she recorded, and her hard work paid off as she quickly rose to the top of the music world. Hits like Saving All My Love for You and How Will I Know became anthems of a generation. These songs were not just popular, they were cultural milestones that defined the era. Whitney's ability to deliver powerful ballads and upbeat dance tracks with equal skill made her a versatile artist who appealed to a wide audience. Her success continued throughout the 1990s. Whitney didn't just rest on her laurels. She continued to push the boundaries of her talent and explore new creative avenues. Her performances during this decade were as electrifying as ever, and she continued to release hit after hit, solidifying her status as a music legend. She seamlessly transitioned into acting, starring in blockbuster films like The Bodyguard. Her role in the film showcased her versatility as an entertainer, proving that she was not just a singer, but a talented actress as well. The movie was a massive success, further cementing her place in the entertainment industry. The soundtrack for The Bodyguard became the best-selling soundtrack of all time, largely due to Whitney's powerhouse vocals on I Will Always Love You. This song became one of her signature hits, demonstrating her ability to take a classic and make it her own. Her rendition of the song is still considered one of the greatest vocal performances in music history. Awards and accolades poured in. Whitney's talent was recognized by the industry, and she received numerous awards for her contributions to music and film. Each award was a testament to her hard work, dedication, and the impact she had on the world. Grammys, American Music Awards, Billboard Music Awards, Whitney collected them all. Her trophy shelf was a reflection of her incredible career, filled with awards that celebrated her achievements and her influence on the music industry. Her talent was undeniable, her voice unmatched. Whitney's ability to convey emotion through her music touched the hearts of millions. She had a unique gift that set her apart from other artists, and her voice remains one of the most iconic in music history. She had become a global icon. Whitney's influence extended far beyond the music industry. She was a cultural phenomenon who inspired countless artists and fans around the world. her legacy continues to live on, and she remains a beloved figure in the hearts of many. Whitney Houston is truly the voice of a generation. She was unstoppable. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more celebrity info. They started out as brothers in music, but what really happened between Bob Marley and Peter Tosh? If you are curious about these reggae legends' fallout, dive in here to uncover the truth. Bob Marley and Peter Tosh, two reggae legends who started out as brothers in arms but ended up on different paths. In the early 1960s, Bob and Peter, along with Bunny Wailer, formed the Wailers. They shared a vision of spreading reggae and Rastafarian culture around the world, but behind the scenes, tension was brewing. As their fame grew, so did their differences. Bob was the face of reggae's global rise. His charisma and his ability to connect with a global audience made him the face of reggae. Peter, on the other hand, was known for his fiery personality and strong political views. He was a fearless rebel. This eventually led to creative clashes and personal disagreements. In 1974, Peter left the Wailers. Was it about money, power, or something deeper? He left to pursue a solo career, feeling overshadowed by Bob's rising stardom. Despite the split, both artists continued to make incredible music, and their solo careers flourished. Peter's songs like Legalize It became anthems, while Bob's One Love brought reggae to mainstream global audiences. Their relationship was complex. It was filled with mutual respect, but also rivalry. Despite their differences, both Marley and Tosh left an indelible mark on reggae music and continue to inspire millions. Please head on to my channel to watch the full story if you enjoyed this dive into reggae history. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peter Tosh, born Winston Hubert McIntosh, a reggae legend and activist. Did you know this reggae icon met a tragic and mysterious end? His life was tragically cut short on September 11, 1987. Was it robbery or something more sinister? Join me as we uncover the jaw-dropping details and mystery behind his untimely demise. Peter Tosh, one of the founding members of the Wailers, wasn't just a reggae superstar. He was a revolutionary, a man of immense talent and powerful messages. But his life was cut short in a brutal and shocking way. What really happened the night Peter Tosh was killed, and who was behind it? On that fateful night in 1987, Tosh was in his home in Jamaica when armed men stormed in. They demanded money. But there was more to this story than a simple robbery gone wrong. Tosh and his friends were held hostage for hours, enduring horrific violence. The tension was unbearable. In the end, Peter Tosh and two others were fatally shot. The reggae world was left in shock and mourning. So who was behind this heinous act? The investigation revealed that the mastermind was Dennis Levo Lavin, a man Tosh had tried to help before. It's a tragic reminder of how even the kindest acts can lead to devastating consequences. What's even more heartbreaking is that Tosh's legacy could have been so much more, but his life was stolen too soon. Yet his music continues to inspire millions worldwide. Peter Tosh fought against oppression. He spoke truth to power, and some say that made him a target. If you found this story intriguing, hit that like button, drop a comment, and don't forget to subscribe for more captivating tales of the world's legends. Thanks for watching. What's up, everybody? Tonight we're diving deep into the legendary world of reggae, exploring the complex relationship between two icons, Bob Marley and Peter Tosh. Born in Jamaica, these musical revolutionaries used their voices to uplift the downtrodden and spread messages of peace and unity. Their journey together, though, was far from simple, filled with triumphs, disagreements, and ultimately death and the Wailers' infectious grooves. They toured the globe, spreading their message of peace and unity to adoring fans. But behind the scenes, tensions were brewing. Peter, never one to shy away from controversy, grew increasingly frustrated with the music industry's attempts to soften their message. Bob, meanwhile, embraced his role as a global ambassador for peace. Their artistic visions, once aligned, began to diverge, creating a rift that would ultimately tear the group apart. By the mid-70s, the Wailers, as the world knew them, were no more. Peter Tosh's departure from the Wailers marked the end of an era for the band. His bitterness toward Marley grew as he felt that his contributions were being overlooked. Bob Marley went on to climb the charts and become an international superstar. He achieved global superstardom, his music transcending cultural boundaries. He had hit songs such as No Woman, No Cry, One Love, Redemption Song. These anthems of hope and resilience cemented his status as a legend. But even as he ascended to new heights, Bob never forgot his roots, using his platform to advocate for social justice and Pan-African unity. Peter Tosh, on the other hand, embarked on a more uncompromising solo career. His music, raw and unapologetically political, challenged authority and championed the rights of the oppressed. He became known as the reggae revolutionary. His hit song, Legalizing, his anthem for marijuana legalization, became synonymous with his rebellious spirit. Peter was a force to be reckoned with, a true revolutionary who refused to be silenced. While Marley never publicly dissed Tosh, he did express disappointment at how things turned out. Despite the tensions, Bob Marley and Peter Tosh did have moments of reconciliation before they passed away. It was reported that they had a brief conversation in which they reflected on their friendship and the paths they each had taken. Tragically, both Bob and Peter's lives were cut short. Bob died of melanoma skin cancer in 1981 at the young age of 36. Peter was murdered by intruders in 1987 at the age of 42. Their untimely deaths sent shockwaves through the music world, leaving behind a void that could never be filled. But their music, my friends, lives on. Bob Marley remains an icon of peace and unity, his music inspiring generations to fight for a better world. Peter Tosh's legacy is one of unyielding resistance, rebellious and defiant, his voice still resonating with fans of political reggae and those who dare to challenge the status quo. Together, these two legends from the streets of Trenchtown left an undeniable mark on music and the world. They showed us the power of music to unite, to inspire, and to challenge injustice. And that's our show for today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. One love, everyone. Bob Marley was more than just a reggae icon. His life was filled with mysteries, untold stories, and surprising facts that most people don't know. In this video, we will look at some jaw-breaking Bob Marley secrets that will completely change how shocked you. Ready to dive into Bob Marley's world? Let's uncover some secrets you never knew. The first shocker. Did you know that Bob Marley was buried with some special items? Yep, the music legend was buried with his Gibson Les Paul guitar, a Bible, and some ganja. The items symbolized his faith, music, and Rastafarian belief. Talk about taking your passion to the afterlife. Next up, Bob wasn't just a reggae superstar. He was also a UN Peace Medal recipient, awarded for his efforts in promoting peace and unity. Here's a fun one. Bob Marley was obsessed with football, or soccer as some call it. He was passionate about soccer almost as much as music. He played soccer every chance he got, even during tours. He sometimes traveled with his own football team and even connected with the legendary Pelé of Brazil. Most fans know Bob Marley was born in 9 Miles, Jamaica, but few realize he was half white. His father, Norval Marley, was a white British Jamaican, and his mother, Sedelia Booker, was Afro-Jamaican. Quite a mix of cultures, huh? Growing up, Bob struggled with acceptance in both black and white communities, which deeply influenced his music and message of unity and love. Here's another shocker. Bob Marley was nearly killed in a political assassination attempt. On December 3rd, 1976, gunmen stormed Bob's residence in Jamaica and shot him, his wife Rita, and his manager. Despite being wounded, Bob Marley performed at the Smile Jamaica concert just 2 days later with a bullet still lodged in his arm. When asked, he famously said, "The people who are trying to make this world worse aren't taking a day off. How can I talk about a legend? He carried the bullet inside him until he died in 1981. And did you know Bob Marley's song One Love was named Song of the Millennium by the BBC? That's some iconic status. Let's look at a little-known fact. Bob Marley's birth name was Nesta Robert Marley, but he dropped Nesta to preserve his masculinity after being told that it sounded like a girl's name. Also, he was known as Tough Gong while growing up because of his street fights in Kingston, Jamaica. He later used the nickname for his record label. Lastly, it is not a secret that Bob Marley had 3 children with his wife Rita Marley, Sedelia, Ziggy, and Stephen. But did you know that he had children with multiple women out of wedlock? Bob had 11 officially recognized children, and his wife Rita even cared for some of them. Speculations about Bob Marley's unknown children persists. So which fact surprised you the most? Drop a comment below. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell for more juicy music secrets. Catch you on the flip side.
Hey guys, my name is Harris Heller, and I've been a full-time YouTuber for over 10 years now. And if you are a YouTuber or you're trying to be a YouTuber, one of the smartest things you can do is to make your videos more clickable. I mean, guys, you spent all that time making the video, spend 5 extra minutes just making sure your video gets seen. And TubeBuddy has a bunch of really easy tools to help you do that. Tools like Click Magnet that analyzes your title, your thumbnails, your description, and gives you simple recommendations that'll help it get seen and clicked on by more people. Or they're descriptions to make sure your video isn't missing out on views just because you didn't title it properly. Or even bulk tools that let you edit all of your videos at once. So if you drop new merch, you can easily add it to the top of your description of every single video. And right now, TubeBuddy's offering this exclusive 50% off your annual subscription. So a cheap price for a tool that'll help you grow your channel and make more money. Sounds like a deal to me. Sign up now.
Bob Marley wasn't just a musician, he was a movement. His music, message, and mission continue to inspire millions around the world. From his rise to fame to his powerful message on love, unity, and freedom, this video will dive into the life and legacy of the reggae legend. Watch till the end to uncover the impact Bob Marley left on the world. Nestled in the heart of Jamaica, amidst the rolling hills and verdant landscapes, lies a village that holds a special place in the annals of music history. 9 Miles is a village shrouded in mist and mystery. The air is thick with the scent of tropical flowers, and the sounds of nature create a symphony that is both soothing and invigorating. It was here, amidst the lush greenery and the vibrant culture, that Robert Nesta Marley was born on February 6, 1945. His birthplace, a modest wooden house, stands as a testament to his humble beginnings. Life in 9 Miles was simple, a tapestry woven with the rhythms of nature and the warmth of a close-knit community. The villagers lived in harmony with the land, their lives intertwined with the cycles of the seasons. Bob's early years were filled with the vibrant energy of rural life. The children of 9 Miles would run barefoot through the fields, their laughter echoing through the hills. He played in the red dirt, chased after goats, and listened intently to the stories of his elders. These stories, rich with folklore and wisdom, would later influence his music and his message. Even as a young boy, Bob possessed an undeniable charisma. His smile could light up a room, and his presence was magnetic. People were drawn to him, sensing that there was something special about this boy. He was full of life, his eyes sparkling with mischief and a wisdom that belied his years. There was a depth to his gaze, a sense that he saw the world differently than others. There was a rhythm to his movements, a natural grace that drew people to him. Whether he was walking through the village or playing with his friends, Bob moved with an effortless elegance. The elders often spoke of his destiny, sensing that this young boy from 9 Miles was destined for greatness. They would gather in the evenings, sharing stories and discussing the future, always with a special mention of Bob. Music was in the air in Jamaica, and Bob was captivated by its power. The sounds of drums, guitars, and voices filled the streets, creating a vibrant and dynamic atmosphere. He would spend hours listening to the sounds of ska and rocksteady on crackling radios, his body swaying to the infectious beat. These early musical influences would shape his unique sound and style. His mother, Cedella Booker, recognized her son's passion and gifted him his first guitar. It was a moment that would change the course of his life forever. It was a simple instrument, but in Bob's hands it came alive, his fingers effortlessly finding the chords that resonated deep within his soul. He would spend hours practicing, lost in the music. Bob's musical talent blossomed under the guidance of his friend, Neville Bunny Whaler Livingston. Together they explored the depths of their musical creativity, pushing each other to new heights. Together they would spend hours practicing, their voices blending in perfect harmony. Their friendship was built on a shared love of music and a mutual respect for each other's talents. The hills of 9 Miles echoed with the sounds of their laughter and music, a testament to the enduring power of friendship and the transformative nature of shared dreams. These early experiences would lay the foundation for Bob Marley's legendary career, a journey that would take him from the humble village of 9 Miles to the global stage. Seeking better opportunities, Bob and Cedella moved to Trenchtown, a bustling neighborhood in Kingston. Leaving behind the tranquility of 9 Miles, Bob was thrust into a world of poverty and hardship. Trenchtown was a melting pot of cultures and dreams, a place where hope and despair danced side by side. Life in the ghetto was tough, but it was here that Bob's musical journey truly began. The vibrant streets of Trenchtown were alive with the sounds of reggae, ska, and rocksteady genres that would shape Bob's musical style. In the heart of Trenchtown, Bob met Peter Tosh, a talented musician with a rebellious spirit. Peter Tosh, known for his deep voice and sharp lyrics, became a close friend and musical collaborator. Together with Bunny Whaler, another gifted musician from the neighborhood, They formed a vocal group. Bunny Wailer's smooth harmonies and rhythmic sensibilities added a unique dimension to their sound. They called themselves the Wailing Wailers, a name that reflected the struggles and aspirations of the people around them. The streets of Trenchtown became their stage, their music a soundtrack to daily life. They sang of love and loss, of poverty and oppression, their voices resonating with the hopes and dreams of a community yearning for change. The Wailing Wailers quickly gained a following in Trenchtown, their performances drawing large crowds who found solace and inspiration in their music. Their music, raw and authentic, captured the attention of local producer Clement Coxone Dodd. Coxone Dodd, a visionary in the Jamaican music scene, saw something special in these young men from Trenchtown. He signed them to his Studio One label, a significant milestone in their musical journey. Studio One was known for nurturing some of Jamaica's most talented artists, and the Wailing Wailers were no exception. In 1964, the Wailing Wailers released their debut single, Simmer Down. The song, a plea for peace and unity, became an instant hit in Jamaica, propelling the group to local stardom. Simmer Down's success marked the beginning of a new chapter for Bob Marley and the Wailers. They continued to record and perform, their music evolving and gaining more recognition. The group's growing popularity opened doors to new opportunities, allowing them to reach a wider audience. Their songs, filled with powerful messages and infectious rhythms, resonated with people from all walks of life. Bob Marley's journey from the rural hills of 9 Miles to the vibrant streets of Trenchtown was a testament to his resilience and determination. His music, deeply rooted in his experiences and the struggles of his community, would go on to inspire millions around the world. The boy from 9 Miles was on his way to becoming a musical icon, his legacy forever intertwined with the spirit of Trenchtown and the enduring power of reggae music. As Bob Marley and the Wailers continued to rise, their music became a beacon of hope and a call for social justice, echoing far beyond the borders of Jamaica. Bob Marley, the boy from 9 Miles, was on his way to becoming a musical icon, his legacy forever intertwined with the spirit of Trenchtown and the enduring power of reggae music. The success of Simmer Down marked the beginning of a prolific period for the Wailers. This song, with its catchy beat and socially conscious lyrics, resonated deeply with the youth of Jamaica, capturing the spirit of a generation yearning for change. It wasn't just a hit, it was a cultural phenomenon that set the stage for what was to come. They churned out hit after hit, each song a testament to their growing prowess and evolving sound. The Wailers were not content to rest on their laurels. They were constantly pushing the boundaries of their music, seeking new ways to express their unique voice. Their music evolved as they experimented with different sounds and styles. They were like musical alchemists, blending various elements to create something entirely new and captivating. This period of experimentation was crucial in shaping their identity and solidifying their place in the annals of music history. They delved into the soulful rhythms of ska, a genre that was the heartbeat of Jamaican music at the time. Ska's upbeat tempo and brass-heavy sound provided the perfect backdrop for the Wailers' early hits, allowing them to connect with their audience on a visceral level. The energetic pulse of rocksteady soon followed, a genre that slowed down the frenetic pace of ska and introduced more complex rhythms and harmonies. Rocksteady allowed the Wailers to explore deeper emotional themes in their music, setting the stage for their next evolution. And finally, the infectious groove of reggae, a genre they would help popularize around the world. Reggae's laid-back rhythm and socially conscious lyrics were a perfect match for the Wailers' message, and it was through reggae that they would achieve their greatest success. Their music, however, was more than just catchy tunes. It carried a powerful message. Each song was a call to action, a plea for justice, and a beacon of hope for those who felt voiceless and oppressed. Bob's lyrics, infused with his Rastafarian beliefs, spoke of social justice, equality, and the importance of love and unity. His words were a reflection of his deep spiritual convictions and his unwavering commitment to making the world a better place. Songs like Get Up, Stand Up became anthems for the oppressed and marginalized, rallying cries for those who sought to challenge the status quo and fight for their rights. And No Woman No Cry, with its poignant lyrics and soulful melody, offered solace and strength to those facing hardship, reminding them that better days were ahead. Their messages of hope and resilience resonated far beyond the shores of Jamaica, touching hearts and minds across the globe. The Wailers' music transcended cultural and geographical boundaries, uniting people from all walks of life. Despite their growing success, the Wailers faced their share of challenges. The pressures of fame, coupled with internal conflicts and disagreements with record labels, tested their resolve and threatened to tear them apart. Internal conflicts and disagreements with record labels led to changes in the band's lineup. Members came and went, each departure leaving a mark on the band's dynamic and sound. Through it all, Bob remained the driving force, his passion for music and his unwavering belief in their message never faltering. He was the glue that held the Wailers together, guiding them through the stormy seas of the music industry. His dedication to his craft and his commitment to spreading a message of love and unity were the cornerstones of the Wailers' success. Bob's leadership and vision were instrumental in navigating the band through their most challenging times. In 1972, the Wailers, now consisting of Bob Marley, Peter Tosh, and Bunny Wailer, signed with Island Records, a pivotal moment in their career. This partnership provided them with the resources and platform they needed to reach a global audience. This partnership would introduce their music to a global audience, opening doors to international tours and collaborations that would further elevate their status, propelling them to international fame and cementing their status as ambassadors of reggae music. The Wailers' influence extended far beyond their music, as they became symbols of resistance, hope, and cultural pride for millions around the world. As the Wailers' fame continued to rise, Bob Marley's personal life was also evolving in significant ways. In 1966, Bob married Alpharetta Constantia Anderson, better known as Rita Marley. Their union was more than just a marriage. It was a partnership that would deeply influence Bob's life and music. Rita was not only a supportive wife, but also a talented musician in her own right. She became an integral part of Bob's musical journey, providing backing vocals for many of the Wailers' iconic tracks and contributing to the rich, harmonious sound that became their trademark. Their relationship was a blend of deep affection and mutual respect, grounded in their shared Rastafarian faith and commitment to social justice. Rita's unwavering support and understanding allowed Bob to navigate the challenges of his career with greater resilience. She was his confidant, his muse, and his anchor, helping him stay grounded even as his fame soared. Together, Bob and Rita Marley had several children, many of whom would go on to carry forward Bob's legacy in their unique ways. Ziggy Marley, the eldest son, followed in his father's footsteps, becoming an acclaimed musician and continuing to promote the message of love and unity through his music. Stephen Marley also emerged as a talented artist, producing and performing songs that echoed the themes central to Bob's work. Cedella Marley, their eldest daughter, became a successful entrepreneur and author dedicated to preserving her father's legacy and promoting Jamaican culture. The Marley children's contributions extended beyond music. They have been involved in various philanthropic efforts, using their platform to advocate for social justice, education, and environmental sustainability. The family's commitment to these causes is a testament to the values Bob and Rita instilled in them. Bob's family life had a profound impact on his music. Songs like Waiting in Vain and Is This Love were inspired by his relationship with Rita, reflecting both the joys and challenges of their life together. His children, in turn, became a source of inspiration and motivation, driving him to create music that would make the world a better place for future generations. The bond between Bob and Rita Marley and their dedication to their family added another layer of depth to Bob's artistry. It was a testament to the power of love, unity, and resilience, themes that resonated deeply in his music and in the hearts of millions around the world. On May 11, 1981, Bob Marley tragically passed away from melanoma, a malignant form of skin cancer, at a Miami hospital. He was 36 years old. Bob Marley would have been 80 years old today. Bob Marley's legacy is not just his music, it is the enduring spirit of his family, who continued to spread his message and keep his vision alive. Through their efforts, the Marley name remains synonymous with hope, love, and the relentless pursuit of justice. This legacy, rooted in both personal and musical realms, continues to inspire and uplift, a testament to the lasting impact of Bob Marley's life and work. Do you love legendary music and movie stories? Hit subscribe now so you never miss out. Watch my other videos to catch up, and like this video, what's your favorite Bob Marley song? What does Bob Marley's music mean to you? Drop it in the comments. See you next time. Did you know some of the I Love Lucy stars faced surprising career changes after the show ended? This is why you need to know these secrets about I Love Lucy. All right, let's spill some tea. First up, did you know Lucille Ball almost didn't get the role of Lucy Ricardo? Yep, CBS wanted someone else, but Desi Arnaz convinced them otherwise. Next, Lucy and Desi were TV's first interracial couple. In the 1950s, this was groundbreaking. Here's a wild one. Vivian Vance, who played Ethel, was actually 22 years younger than her on-screen husband, William Frawley. Talk about acting skills. No wonder she did not like William Frawley in real life. And get this, the iconic chocolate factory scene, it was unscripted chaos. The chocolates were supposed to move slowly, but the conveyor belt sped up unexpectedly, making Lucy and Ethel's reactions totally genuine. Also, did you know that different child actors played Little Ricky? Yep, James John Ganser, twins Richard and Ronald Lee Simmons, and twins Michael and Joseph Mayer all played Little Ricky before Keith Thibodeau later took over the role. Did you know that Lucy was the first female actor to act as a pregnant actor while also pregnant during filming? She played her role with grace. Finally, the show's laugh track, it was recorded live during filming. The show did not use canned laughter, which also made it real and relatable. So there you have it, folks. Top jaw-dropping secrets about the I Love Lucy cast. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more TV nostalgia.
YouTube Premium is ad-free YouTube and YouTube Music Premium, a whole app just for streaming music uninterrupted. YouTube Premium, it's way more than ad-free. Try 1 month on us.
Welcome back, everyone. You know we love digging deep into the lives of classic Hollywood's biggest names here on our channel. And today we're taking a trip down memory lane with one of the most beloved sitcoms of all time, I Love Lucy. Now, we all know Lucy and Ricky Ricardo, Ethel and Fred Mertz, but what happened to these iconic characters, or rather, the actors who brought them to life, after the cameras stopped rolling? Stay tuned to find out. Lucille Ball, the fiery redhead who stole our hearts as Lucy Ricardo, was a force of nature both on and off screen. Lucy had 2 children with Desi Arnaz, Lucy Arnaz and Desi Arnaz Jr. After I Love Lucy ended, Lucy wasn't content to just sit back and relax. She went on to star in several more successful television shows, including The Lucy Desi Comedy Hour, The Lucy Show, and that 3 more hit shows. She even had her own production company, Desilu Productions, which she co-founded with Desi Arnaz. Talk about a power couple. Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz were a major force in the television industry. Lucille really paved the way for so many female comedians and actresses who came after her. She was a true trailblazer, always pushing boundaries and proving that women could be just as funny and successful as men. But her success wasn't limited to television. Lucy also starred in several films throughout her career, including Stage Door, To Barry Was a Lady, and Maine. And let's not forget her iconic role as the voice of the Vida Miata Vegaman girl. That commercial is pure comedic gold. Her marriage to Desi Arnaz ended in divorce in 1960, but their professional partnership continued for several years after. In 1961, Lucy married comedian Gary Morton, and they remained together until her passing in 1989. Sadly, on April 26, 1989, Lucille Ball passed away from a ruptured abdominal aorta at the age of 77. The world mourned the loss of a comedy legend, but her legacy continues to inspire generations of performers. She wasn't just funny, she was brilliant. Her comedic timing, her physical comedy, her facial expressions, she was a master of her craft. Lucille Ball was more than just an actress. She was an icon, a trailblazer, and a true legend. She left an unforgettable mark on the world of entertainment, and her comedic genius continues to bring joy to millions around the globe. Desi Arnaz, the charming Cuban-American actor who played Ricky Ricardo, wasn't just Lucy's on-screen husband. He was a talented musician, actor, and television producer in his own right. After I Love Lucy ended, Desi continued to work in the entertainment industry, both in front of and behind the camera. He made guest appearances on various television shows, showcasing his versatility as an entertainer. But Desi's true passion lay in producing. He was a visionary, always looking for new and innovative ways to bring stories to life. Remember I mentioned Desilu Productions? Well, Desi was the Desi in Desilu. He and Lucy revolutionized television production with their innovative techniques and groundbreaking sitcoms. They were way ahead of their time, using techniques like the 3-camera setup and filming in front of a live audience, which became industry standards. And let's not forget their incredible business acumen. They retained ownership of their shows, which led to syndication and made them a fortune. But Desi wasn't just a businessman. He was a gifted musician. He was a talented conga player and band leader, and his music was an integral part of I Love Lucy. Who could forget Ricky Ricardo and his band playing at the Tropicana Club? Desi continued to pursue his love for music even after I Love Lucy. He released several albums and even toured with his band, Desi Arnaz, and his orchestra. In 1960, Desi and Lucy divorced, which shocked Hollywood and broke the hearts of fans everywhere. But despite their personal differences, they remained friends and business partners, proving that their bond went beyond romance. Desi eventually remarried, tying the knot with Edith Hirsch in 1963. Sadly, on December 2nd, 1986, Desi Arnaz passed away from lung cancer at the age of 69. His death was a tremendous loss to the entertainment industry and to the countless fans who adored him. But his legacy lives on, not just through his work on I Love Lucy, but also through his contributions to television production and his enduring passion for music. Vivian Vance, the lovable actress who played Ethel Mertz, Lucy's best friend and partner in crime, was a comedic force to be reckoned with. She had this incredible knack for physical comedy and delivering witty one-liners that could leave you in stitches. After I Love Lucy wrapped up, Vivian continued to grace our screens, taking on various roles in television and theater. She starred in The Lucy Show alongside Lucille Ball, playing the hilarious character Viv Bunsen. Can you imagine the on-screen chemistry those two must have had? It's no wonder their friendship extended off-screen as well. They were the best of friends in real life, just like their characters on the show. But Vivian's talent wasn't confined to the small screen. She also graced the Broadway stage, showcasing her versatility as a performer. She received a Tony Award nomination for her role in the Broadway production of My Fair Lady. While her career flourished, Vivian's personal life had its share of ups and downs. In 1961, she married literary manager John Dodds, and they remained together until her passing in 1979. Tragically, on August 17, 1979, Vivian Vance passed away from bone cancer, which had spread from breast cancer at the age of 70. The world mourned the loss of a comedic genius, and her absence left a void in the hearts of fans worldwide. Vivian Vance was more than just a sidekick. She was a gifted actress, a loyal friend, and a true icon of classic television. William Frawley, the veteran actor who played the grumpy yet lovable landlord Fred Mertz, was a familiar face in Hollywood long before I Love Lucy. He had this incredible career, spanning decades and encompassing both film and television. Before joining the cast of I Love Lucy, William had already made a name for himself in Hollywood. He starred in numerous films, often playing comedic roles that showcased his impeccable timing and grumpy demeanor. But it was his role as Fred Mertz that truly cemented his place in television history. He brought the character to life with such authenticity and humor that it's hard to imagine anyone else playing the part. After I Love Lucy ended, William continued to work steadily in television. He starred in My Three Sons from 1960 to 1965, playing the role of Bubbo Casey, the live-in grandfather. While William's career flourished, his personal life was marked by struggles with alcoholism. He initially had strokes, and sadly, on March 3, 1966, William Frawley suffered a fatal heart attack at the age of 79. The entertainment industry mourned the loss of a talented actor, and fans bid farewell to the grumpy yet endearing Fred Mertz. Despite the challenges he faced in his personal life, William Frawley left an undeniable mark on the world of entertainment. His comedic timing, his ability to embody grumpy characters with a hint of warmth, and his unforgettable role as Fred Mertz continue to entertain and inspire generations of actors and fans alike. Even though several actors played Little Ricky, Keith Thibodeau was well known for the role. Thibodeau, the adorable child actor who played Little Ricky, captured the hearts of millions with his infectious smile and undeniable charm. He was America's favorite TV son, bringing joy and laughter into living rooms every week. Unlike his on-screen counterparts, Keith's story didn't end with I Love Lucy. After I Love Lucy, Keith continued to act for a while, appearing in various television shows and films. He even had a recurring role on the sitcom, The Andy Griffith Show, showcasing his acting range beyond the confines of Little Ricky. But as Keith grew older, he felt drawn to a different path, a path that led him away from the bright lights of Hollywood and towards the rhythmic pulse of music. He became a talented drummer, playing with several bands throughout the 1960s and 1970s. He even toured with the legendary rock band David and the Giants, exploring a different side of the entertainment industry. However, Keith's journey took another turn when he found religion. He became a devout Christian and eventually left the music industry to focus on his faith and family. He and his wife, Kathy, founded the Ballet Magnificat in 1986, a Christian ballet company that has touched the lives of countless people through the beauty of dance. Today, Keith Thibodeau is a far cry from the adorable child star who stole our hearts as Little Ricky. He's a husband, a father, a man of faith, and a respected figure in the world of dance. Keith's journey is an inspiration, proving that it's never too late to pursue your passions and make a difference in the world. Thanks for watching. Have you subscribed yet? You know that I always love taking these trips down memory lane with you. It's amazing to see how the lives of these iconic actors unfolded after the cameras stopped rolling. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on more fascinating stories about your favorite stars. And don't forget to let me know in the comments who you'd like to see featured on Real Star next. Until then, keep shining bright, and I'll see you in the next video. I bet you didn't know Lucille Ball almost joined the circus. Here are 5 surprising facts about this comedy legend. Number 1, Lucille Ball was the first female head of a major Hollywood studio. Yep, she co-founded Desilu Productions, which gave us hits like Star Trek and Mission Impossible. Number 2, before becoming a star, she worked at an ice cream shop, but got fired for being too friendly. Can you believe that? Number 3, Lucille was nearly paralyzed in her youth due to a freak accident. She overcame it and went on to become a dance sensation. Number 4, Lucy was a natural blonde. That iconic red hair, it was all thanks to a dye job. Number 5, she had a knack for inventing. Lucy created a number of household gadgets and even held multiple patents. Want more awesome facts about your favorite stars? Make sure to like this video and subscribe for more hits. And don't miss the full video on my channel. See you next time. Lucille Ball. The name alone evokes peals of laughter, a symphony of joy that transcends generations and cultures. Her legacy is not just confined to the annals of television history, but lives on in the hearts of millions who continue to find solace and joy in her timeless humor. And images of a flame-haired whirlwind wreaking havoc with a mischievous twinkle in her eye. Her vibrant personality and unparalleled comedic talent made her a household name, a beacon of laughter in an often tumultuous world. Born in 1911, she became a true icon of the 20th century. Her journey began in a small town, but her dreams were as vast as the sky. From a young age, Lucille showed a flair for performance, captivating those around her with her natural charm and wit. This is the story of how a small-town girl from Jamestown, New York, climbed her way to the top of the entertainment industry. Despite numerous obstacles and setbacks, Lucille's determination and passion for her craft never wavered. It's a story of ambition, talent, and perseverance. Lucille's journey was marked by relentless hard work and an unyielding belief in herself, even when the odds were stacked against her. Most of all, it's a story about the power of laughter and the enduring legacy of a woman who made the world laugh with her. Her ability to bring joy to others was not just a talent, but a gift, one that she shared generously with the world. Lucille Ball wasn't just funny, she was a comedic force of nature. Her performances were a masterclass in timing, physicality, and sheer comedic genius. She had an innate ability to turn the simplest of situations into moments of pure hilarity. Her physical comedy, impeccable timing, and ability to make even the most absurd situations hilarious cemented her place in the hearts of millions. Whether she was stomping grapes, stuffing chocolates, or getting into all sorts of mischief, Lucille's comedic brilliance shone through, but her journey to stardom was anything but easy. Lucille faced numerous challenges and rejections in her early career, yet she never gave up. Her resilience and unwavering spirit eventually led her to break through the barriers and achieve the success she so richly deserved. This essay delves into the life and legacy of Lucille Ball. We will explore the highs and lows of her career, the personal struggles she overcame, and the indelible mark she left on the world of entertainment. We'll explore her early years, her rise to fame, and the impact she had on Hollywood and the world of comedy. From her groundbreaking work on I Love Lucy to her trailblazing role as a female studio head, Lucille's influence is still felt today. Get ready to laugh, cry, and be inspired by the remarkable journey of the Queen of Comedy. Lucille Ball's story is a testament to the power of laughter, the strength of the human spirit, and the enduring legacy of a true comedic legend. Lucille Desiree Ball was born in Celeron, New York in 1911. Her family faced difficult times, especially after her father's untimely death when Lucille was just a young girl. This loss deeply affected young Lucille, but it also instilled in her a strong work ethic. and a determination to succeed. Despite financial hardship, Lucille's mother, Dee Dee, encouraged her daughter's artistic leanings. Dee Dee believed in Lucille's talent and even took on boarders to help pay for her daughter's dance and performance lessons. These early experiences ignited a passion in Lucille that would shape her future. Even as a teenager, Lucille showed a knack for making people laugh. She loved performing in school plays and was always the class clown. This natural comedic timing would later become her trademark. Little did she know that her small-town antics were just the beginning of an extraordinary journey that would lead her to become a household name. At the age of 15, Lucille Ball set her sights on the bright lights of New York City. She was a small-town girl with big dreams, determined to make a name for herself in the bustling metropolis. The city was alive with opportunity, and Lucille was ready to seize it. She enrolled at the John Murray Anderson School for the Dramatic Arts, determined to make it as a performer. The school was renowned for producing some of the finest talents in the industry, and Lucille was eager to learn from the best. She threw herself into her studies, absorbing everything she could about acting, dancing, and stage presence. But the Big Apple proved to be a tough nut to crack. The competition was fierce, and the city was filled with aspiring actors, all vying for the same roles. Lucille quickly realized that talent alone wasn't enough. She needed resilience and perseverance to survive in this cutthroat environment. Lucille faced constant rejection, struggling to find her place in the competitive world of show business. Each rejection letter was a blow to her confidence, but she refused to let it deter her. She knew that every no brought her one step closer to a yes. To make ends meet, Lucille took on various odd jobs, including modeling. She graced the covers of magazines and walked the runways, showcasing the latest fashions of the 1930s. Modeling wasn't her passion, but it paid the bills and kept her in the city she loved. For a time, she even worked as a Goldwyn girl, one of the glamorous dancers featured in MGM musicals. This role allowed her to rub shoulders with some of Hollywood's biggest names and gave her a taste of the glitz and glamour of showbiz. While these experiences may not have brought her fame, they provided invaluable lessons and helped her hone her craft. She learned the importance of hard work, dedication, and the ability to adapt to any situation. Every performance, no matter how small, was a stepping stone towards her ultimate goal. Broadway beckoned, and Lucille eventually landed a few chorus girl roles. The bright lights of the stage were intoxicating, and she relished every moment she spent performing. These roles were far from the leading lady status she dreamed of, but they were a start. It wasn't the leading lady status she dreamed of, but it was a start. Each role, no matter how small, was an opportunity to showcase her talent and prove herself. She was determined to make the most of every chance she got. These early stage experiences helped her develop her comedic timing and stage presence. She learned how to captivate an audience, how to make them laugh, and how to hold their attention. These skills would prove invaluable in her later career. She was learning the ropes, paying her dues, and most importantly, never giving up on her dream. Lucille Ball's journey from modeling to Broadway was filled with challenges and setbacks, but her unwavering determination and passion for performing kept her going. She knew that her big break was just around the corner, and she was ready to seize it when it came. In the 1950s, television was still a relatively new medium. Families would gather around their small black and white screens, eager to be entertained by the latest programs. The era was marked by a sense of novelty and excitement as people explored this new form of media that brought the world into their living rooms. It was during this time that Lucille Ball, alongside her husband Desi Arnaz, would revolutionize television comedy with their groundbreaking sitcom, I Love Lucy. The couple not only starred in the show, but also played a significant role in its production, bringing their unique vision to life. Their chemistry on and off the screen was palpable, and it translated into a show that was both hilarious and heartwarming. The show premiered in 1951 and quickly became a national phenomenon, catapulting Lucille Ball to superstardom. Audiences were instantly captivated by the antics of Lucy Ricardo and her bandleader husband, Ricky. The show's success was unprecedented, drawing millions of viewers each week and creating a loyal fan base that spanned the country. I Love Lucy was much more than just a sitcom. It was a cultural phenomenon. It broke new ground in television production and storytelling, setting the standard for future sitcoms. The show's innovative approach to comedy and its relatable characters made it a beloved staple in American households. The show's hilarious storylines often centered around Lucy's harebrained schemes and Desi's exasperated reactions resonated with audiences across America. Each episode was a masterclass in comedic timing and physical humor, with Lucille Ball's performances leaving viewers in stitches. Her ability to convey emotion and humor through her expressions and movements was unparalleled. Lucille's brilliant physical comedy and her impeccable timing had viewers in stitches week after week. Scenes like the famous Chocolate Factory episode became iconic moments in television history, showcasing her talent for slapstick and her fearless approach to comedy. Her willingness to go to great lengths for a laugh endeared her to audiences and solidified her status as a comedic legend. But I Love Lucy wasn't just funny, it was also groundbreaking. The show introduced several innovations that would become standard in the industry. Lucille and Desi's commitment to quality and their willingness to take risks set the show apart from its contemporaries. Lucille and Desi fought hard to break television norms, insisting that the show be filmed in front of a live studio audience and that it be shot in Hollywood, a departure from the usual New York City location for television productions. This decision not only gave the show a unique energy, but also paved the way for future productions to be filmed in Hollywood, establishing it as the heart of the television industry. These decisions, along with the show's innovative use of 3 cameras, helped to change the landscape of television comedy forever. The 3-camera technique allowed for multiple angles to be captured simultaneously, creating a more dynamic and engaging viewing experience. This method became a staple in sitcom production, influencing countless shows that followed. Lucille Ball and Desi Arnaz's contributions to television were monumental, and their legacy continues to inspire and entertain audiences to this day. Peanut butter, banana, and bacon. How did Elvis make a combo out of this oddity? Yes, Elvis Presley had a favorite snack. And boy, was it delicious. Let's talk about the king of rock and roll's legendary snack, the Elvis sandwich. Picture this, a gooey, crunchy masterpiece made with peanut butter, banana, and bacon, all grilled to perfection. Yes, you heard that right, bacon and banana. Elvis loved it so much it was said that he'd eat it any time of the day. It's sweet, savory, and utterly irresistible. But why did this simple combo make him go bananas? Well, it's all about that perfect balance of flavors, a symphony for your taste buds. So, are you ready to take a bite out of music history? Try making an Elvis sandwich at home and channel your inner rock star. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and watch the other videos about Elvis on our channel to learn more about the king of rock and roll. See you next time, and keep rocking those taste buds. Elvis Presley, a name synonymous with rock and roll. His music, electrifying. His performances, unforgettable. He was a true icon, captivating hearts worldwide. But behind the dazzling stage persona was a man with a life full of complexities and emotions. This is the story of Elvis Presley, the man behind the music. Elvis wasn't born into fame. He came from humble beginnings, his life a testament to the power of perseverance and passion. He showed the world that even amidst the whirlwind of fame, the human heart beats on, seeking love, connection, and a place to call home. Elvis's story is a reminder that behind every legend is a human story waiting to be told. Join us as we journey into the heart of Elvis Presley's world, unraveling the mystery and exploring the man behind the myth. Elvis Aaron Presley entered the world on January 8, 1935 in Tupelo, Mississippi. Born to Vernon and Gladys Presley, he was a symbol of hope in a time of hardship. Elvis was born as a twin, but his twin sibling unfortunately passed away. The Great Depression cast a long shadow, and the Presleys, like many others, faced financial struggles. Their home, a shotgun shack with just 2 rooms, was filled with love, music, and faith. The church played a pivotal role in young Elvis's life. It's where he first encountered the power of gospel music, its soulful melodies leaving an enduring mark on his young heart. Elvis's musical influences were diverse. He soaked up the sounds of local blues musicians, their raw emotion resonating with him. The radio brought country music into their home, its storytelling weaving its way into his musical soul. These genres, seemingly disparate, would later converge in his own unique sound. At the tender age of 11, Elvis received a gift that would change his life, his first guitar. It was a simple instrument, but in his hands, it held the promise of a world yet to be explored. It was the key that unlocked his musical voice, a voice that would soon captivate the world. In 1948, the Presleys embarked on a life-altering journey. Seeking better opportunities and a chance for a brighter future, they moved to Memphis, Tennessee. They knew that with Elvis's talent, Tennessee offered more opportunities than Mississippi did. What a smart move that was. It was a pivotal moment for Elvis, a young man on the cusp of adulthood. Memphis, with its vibrant music scene, would prove to be the perfect backdrop for his budding talent. Elvis attended Humes High School, where he stood out not for his boisterous personality, but for his quiet demeanor and his ever-present guitar. He carried it with him everywhere, a physical manifestation of his passion for music. He sang in the school choir, his voice already hinting at the power it possessed. Despite the family's ongoing financial struggles, Elvis never gave up on his music. It was his refuge, his solace, and his dream. He worked odd jobs to help support his family, his determination never wavering. He knew deep down that music was his calling, and he was ready to answer. Section 4. Finding Love in the Limelight. Elvis's personal life took center stage when he met Priscilla Beaulieu. Their paths crossed in Germany, where Elvis was stationed during his military service. Priscilla, just a teenager at the time, was immediately captivated by the king of rock and roll. Their relationship blossomed, and on May 1st, 1967, Elvis and Priscilla exchanged vows in a private ceremony in Las Vegas. The world watched, captivated by their fairy tale romance. Their union was more than a marriage. It was a cultural event, a testament to the enduring power of love and fame. On February 1st, 1968, their daughter, Lisa Marie Presley, was born, bringing immense joy into their lives. She became the apple of Elvis's eye, a precious reminder of the love and happiness he had found amidst the whirlwind of his career. Section 5. The Price of Fame. Elvis and Priscilla's love story, however, was not without its challenges. The relentless pressure of Elvis's fame cast a long shadow over their relationship. The constant touring, the demanding schedule, and the ever-present scrutiny of the public eye took their toll. Despite their best efforts, the cracks in their foundation began to show. The fairy tale, it seemed, was not meant to last. In 1972, Elvis and Priscilla separated, their separation making headlines around the world. The pressures of fame, the constant scrutiny, and the demands of his career had taken their toll. Despite the separation, Elvis and Priscilla remained connected through their daughter, Lisa Marie. Their love for her was a constant, a bond that transcended the challenges of their personal lives. Section 6. A Legacy That Endures. Elvis Presley's impact on music is immeasurable. He was a pioneer, a revolutionary who fused country, gospel, and R&B into a sound that was entirely his own. He broke down racial barriers, his music transcending cultural divides and uniting audiences across the globe. His music ignited a cultural firestorm, forever changing the landscape of popular music. He was more than a singer. He was a cultural icon, a symbol of rebellion, passion, and the undying spirit of rock and roll. Elvis's legacy extends far beyond his music. He showed the world that it was okay to be different, to embrace your individuality, and to chase your dreams with reckless abandon. Elvis Presley may have left this world too soon, but his music, his spirit, and his legacy continue to inspire generations of artists and dreamers around the world. He was the king of rock and roll, a title eternally his. Have you ever visited Graceland or attended an Elvis tribute concert? Share your thoughts and memories in the comments below. Let's keep the spirit of Elvis alive. Head to my channel to watch more Elvis Presley video, and don't forget to subscribe and like the video. See you all next time. Rhinestones, Cozy Flair. If you're an Elvis fan, you need to listen to this because we're uncovering the secrets of his legendary jumpsuits. Get ready for some rock and roll fashion history. Elvis Presley wasn't just the king of rock and roll. He was also the king of fashion. Those dazzling jumpsuits, they weren't just for show. Each one had a unique story and design, crafted by the incredible Bill Ballou. From the iconic American Eagle suit to the intricate peacock jumpsuit, these outfits became as legendary as Elvis himself. Did you know the Eagle suit was designed to symbolize his patriotic spirit, and the peacock suit, it represented immortality and beauty? Elvis's jumpsuits weren't just costumes, they were statements, blending his music with his larger-than-life persona. Curious to see more? Like this video, hit that subscribe button, and check out the full story on our channel. Until next time, keep rocking and rolling. Why do diehard Elvis fans always talk about his mom? Let's find out. From the very start, Gladys Presley was Elvis's rock. Gladys Presley was born on April 25, 1912, as the daughter of a cotton farmer in Mississippi. In 1933, she married Vernon Presley, who was 17 years. She was 4 years older than Vernon, and they had to lie about their ages to get a marriage license. On January 8, 1935, Vernon and Gladys had twin babies, Elvis Aaron and Jessie Garin Presley. Unfortunately, Aaron was a stillbirth. Even though the family was poor, the family did everything they could to support Elvis. As a twin, Gladys gave Elvis double the amount of love. Gladys poured all her love into Elvis. While Elvis was growing up, Gladys took him to work in the cotton fields. She and Elvis gave each other pet names, and they slept in the same bed. She wasn't just his mother, she was his best friend and biggest supporter. Growing up in Tupelo, Mississippi, Elvis turned to music to escape the struggles of everyday life. And guess who was always cheering him on? That's right, Gladys. The family later moved to Nashville, Tennessee to support Elvis's music career. At 18 years old, Elvis recorded his first song, My Happiness, as a gift to his mother on her birthday. This song contributed to Elvis's superstardom. When Elvis hit it big time, he never forgot where he came from. Unfortunately, as Elvis became more popular and wealthy, his mother found it hard to handle the newfound fame and was said to wish that she was poor again. Elvis bought his mom a pink Cadillac, fulfilling a lifelong dream, and built Graceland for her. Even though the bond between Elvis and his mother was so strong and helped Elvis stay grounded amidst the chaos of fame, it was not enough for Gladys. You can say that Elvis's rise led to his mother's fall. Gladys became depressed and isolated. The son she had kept by her side all his life is now always in constant motion and never around. She also had to keep up appearances in public places, something she's not used to. Gladys could not live a normal life like she used to because of her son's fame. She resorted to drinking and taking diet pills to fit the society's image of the mother of a famous singer. This led to her developing liver failure due to alcoholism. In 1958, while Elvis was serving in the U.S. Army in Germany, Gladys became ill. Elvis left his station to see his mother and arrived just in time. On August 14, 1958, at 48 years old, Gladys died from a combination of heart attack and liver failure. Elvis was inconsolable. He considered Gladys his best girl. It took years for him to get over his mother's death. Even after her passing, her influence on him was undeniable. He talked about her a lot, and it was said that he married Priscilla because she has a resemblance to his mother. We all can agree that Elvis had an incredible and unique bond with his mother. So, what do you think of this mother-son relationship? Share your thoughts. Please drop a like, subscribe to my channel, and watch more Elvis Presley videos on my channel. Thanks for watching. Elvis. The name alone evokes images of slick back hair, swiveling hips, and a voice that could melt hearts and ignite stages. It's been 50 years since the world lost the king of rock and roll, yet his legacy continues to burn bright. He was a phenomenon, a game changer who redefined music and popular culture. Elvis's impact goes beyond hit records and sold-out shows. He was a cultural force, challenging norms and captivating audiences worldwide. 5 decades on, we celebrate the man who made rock and roll royalty. This month and this year marks a monumental celebration of Elvis's life and career. Graceland, his iconic Memphis mansion, is abuzz with activity. Fans from across the globe gathered to pay tribute to the king of rock and roll. Special exhibits, concerts, and events commemorated his 90th birthday and the 50th anniversary of his passing. Elvis Week 2025 was an unforgettable experience and will remain a testament to the king's enduring power. But Elvis's legacy reaches far beyond Graceland. His music continues to inspire and influence artists across generations. From rock and roll to country, pop to gospel, his impact is undeniable. He broke down musical barriers and paved the way for countless artists who followed. Elvis's influence on fashion and style is equally significant. His iconic jumpsuits, leather jackets, and pompadour hairstyle are instantly recognizable and often imitated. This year, we remember Elvis not just as a musical icon, but as a cultural phenomenon who redefined a generation. His story is one of talent, ambition, and the enduring power of music. Elvis Aaron Presley's journey began in the small town of Tupelo, Mississippi. Born on January 8, 1935, into humble beginnings, young Elvis found solace in music. His parents were Vernon and Gladys Presley. Elvis absorbed the sounds of gospel music in church and the blues that filled the Mississippi air. In 1948, the Presley family moved to Memphis, Tennessee, seeking a better life. Memphis, with its vibrant music scene, would prove to be the catalyst for Elvis's destiny. It was at Sun Studio in Memphis where Elvis's raw talent was captured and unleashed upon the world. His unique blend of country, gospel, and rhythm and blues created a sound that was both familiar and electrifyingly new, sent shockwaves through the music industry. His music was raw, energetic, and undeniably different. He was breaking down musical barriers and challenging social norms, and the world was captivated. Elvis Presley's music was a revelation. His fusion of musical genres created a sound that was both exciting and controversial. His performances, filled with raw energy and suggestive moves, ignited a cultural firestorm. But amidst the controversy, there was no denying the power of his music. His string of hit records, including Hound Dog, Jailhouse Rock, and Love Me Tender, dominated the charts. His music crossed racial and cultural boundaries, capturing the hearts of a generation coming of age in a rapidly changing world. Elvis became synonymous with rock and roll, his name alone enough to send teenagers into a frenzy. But Elvis's impact extended beyond the music itself. He became a symbol of rebellion, his music a soundtrack for a generation pushing against societal norms. His performances, often televised, challenged the conservative values of the time, sparking debates about decency and morality. Despite the controversy, Elvis's star continued to rise. He was a global phenomenon, his music transcending language and cultural barriers. His influence on fashion, from his pompadour hairstyle to his sequined jumpsuits, cemented his status as a cultural icon. Section 4, Beyond the Music, Elvis the Icon. Elvis Presley's influence went beyond the realm of music. He became a cultural force, shaping fashion, film, and the very idea of what it meant to be a star. His charisma transcended the stage and screen, making him a global icon. Hollywood quickly recognized Elvis's star power, casting him in a series of successful films. Movies like Love Me Tender, Jailhouse Rock, and Viva Las Vegas showcased his musical talents and undeniable charm. He became a box office draw, his films captivating audiences worldwide. Las Vegas became synonymous with Elvis in the later years of his career. His residencies at the International Hotel drew sold-out crowds, cementing his status as a legend. His performances were legendary, filled with showmanship, musical prowess, and a connection with his audience that was unmatched. Despite his fame and fortune, Elvis remained deeply connected to his roots. He famously purchased Graceland, the Memphis mansion that would become his sanctuary and a symbol of his success. He remained devoted to his family and fans, his generosity and down-to-earth demeanor endearing him to millions. Section 5, Graceland and Beyond, keeping the spirit of Elvis alive. Even 50 years after his passing, Elvis Presley's spirit remains very much alive. Graceland, his beloved Memphis home, has become a pilgrimage site for fans worldwide. It stands as a testament to his life, career, and enduring legacy. Graceland is more than just a museum. It's a living tribute to the king. Fans can tour the mansion, explore exhibits showcasing his stage costumes and personal artifacts, and pay their respects at his gravesite in the meditation garden. The spirit of Elvis is palpable throughout, a testament to the love and admiration he still inspires. But Elvis's legacy extends far beyond the walls of Graceland. His music continues to be celebrated and reinterpreted by artists across generations. New documentaries and exhibits offer fresh perspectives on his life and career, ensuring that his story continues to be told. The 50th anniversary of Elvis's passing is a time for reflection and celebration. It's a time to remember the man who changed the face of music and left an indelible mark on popular culture. His music continues to inspire and entertain, proving that the king may be gone, but he will never be forgotten. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more entertaining celebrity news. I will never look at Elvis the same way after learning these shocking facts. Stick around for some jaw-dropping revelations about the king. Fact hash 1. Elvis was a black belt in karate. That's right, the king could kick more than just his legs. Fact hash 2. He once bought a presidential yacht. Imagine cruising in style with Elvis on board. Fact hash 3. Elvis had a twin brother who passed away at birth. His name was Jesse Garon Presley, making Elvis a twinless twin. Fact hash 4. He recorded over 600 songs, but he didn't write any of them. All those hits, and not a single one penned by the king himself. Fact hash 5. Elvis had an obsession with collecting police badges. He even got an honorary badge from the FBI. And there you have it, folks. 5 surprising facts about Elvis Presley you never knew. If you enjoyed this, be sure to like, subscribe, and watch the full video on our channel. Stay tuned for more amazing facts about your favorite legends. Dollywood. It's not just theme parks and rides, it's Dolly Parton's love letter and gift to her Smoky Mountain roots. Feel Dolly's presence throughout the park, from her replica childhood home to the heartwarming Heartsong Theater. Experience authentic Appalachian crafts, music, and food, all infused with Dolly's signature charm. If you love thrills and Southern charm, then Dollywood is your ultimate destination. Let's take a tour. From record-breaking coasters like Lightning Rod, the world's fastest wooden roller coaster, to the enchanting Wildwood Grove, Dollywood has thrills for everyone. Dollywood celebrates the rich culture of the Southern Appalachian region, making you feel right at home. From giant skillets cooking up steak and sausage sandwiches to the famous cinnamon bread, Dollywood's culinary delights are a must-try. And don't forget to check out the full Dolly Parton story on my channel. See you there. Dolly Parton, the country music legend of our time. Her name alone reminds of a beautiful woman with big hair, sparkling outfits, and a personality larger than life. Her voice can melt your heart with a tender ballad or belt out a sassy tune that gets everyone on their feet. She's a country music legend, a cultural icon, and a philanthropist whose impact extends far beyond the music industry. Dolly embodies both glamour and down-home charm, a rare combination that has endeared her to millions. But behind the rhinestones and the dazzling smile lies a story of ambition, talent, and resilience. And let's not forget the love story that has stood the test of time with her husband, Carl Dean. Dolly Rebecca Parton was born in 1946 in a one-room cabin in the Smoky Mountains of Tennessee, a place that would always hold a special place in her heart. One of 12 children, she grew up in poverty, but her family was rich in love and music, which became the foundation of her life. Dolly's musical talents were evident from a young age, captivating everyone who heard her sing. At the age of 18, with her high school diploma in hand and a heart full of hope, she left for Nashville, the country music capital, to pursue her destiny. It was the beginning of a journey that would make her a global superstar. While Dolly was making a name for herself in the music industry, her personal life took an unexpected turn. She was young, ambitious, and ready to conquer the world with her music. But little did she know, her heart was about to be captured in the most unexpected way. On her very first day in Nashville, she met a man who would change her life forever. It was a day filled with promise and new beginnings, and fate had something special in store for her. His name was Carl Dean. He was a quiet, unassuming man, but there was something about him that caught Dolly's eye immediately. Their meeting was pure chance, a scene straight out of a movie. It was as if the universe had conspired to bring them together at that exact moment. Dolly was doing laundry, a mundane task made extraordinary by the presence of a handsome young man. Carl was there too, and their eyes met across the room. Carl, immediately smitten by Dolly's beauty and charm, declared that he was going to marry her. It was a bold statement, but Carl was a man of his word. 2 years later, in 1966, Dolly and Carl made good on that promise. They had fallen deeply in love, and their bond only grew stronger with time. They eloped to Ringgold, Georgia, with only Dolly's mother as a witness. It was a quiet, intimate affair, just the way they wanted it. It was a simple ceremony, a world away from the glitz and glamour that would soon become Dolly's life. But in that moment, surrounded by love and simplicity, they found their forever. Section 4, The Man Behind the Rhinestones. Carl Dean is the antithesis of his famous wife. While Dolly thrives in the spotlight, Carl shuns it. He's a private man who prefers a quiet life away from the cameras and the crowds. In the 5 decades that they've been married, Carl has only been seen with Dolly in public a handful of times. Despite his aversion to fame, Carl has been a constant source of love and support for Dolly throughout her career. He's her rock, her confidant, and the one person she can always count on. Dolly has often said that Carl is content with his life away from the spotlight and that he prefers to let her shine. Section 5, The Enduring Bond of Dolly and Carl. Dolly Parton and Carl Dean's marriage is one of the most enduring in the entertainment industry. In a world where relationships are often fleeting and superficial, their love story is a testament to the power of commitment, respect, and shared values. So what's their secret? Dolly has often said that humor is one of the keys to their long-lasting marriage. They love to laugh together and don't take themselves too seriously. They also make sure to give each other space and independence. Dolly is free to pursue her career, while Carl has his own interests and passions. Section 6, a love story for the ages. Dolly Parton and Carl Dean's love story is an inspiration. It reminds us that true love can endure even in the face of fame, fortune, and the pressures of public life. They've built a life together based on mutual respect, shared dreams, and a deep abiding love that has only grown stronger with time. Their story is a reminder that sometimes the greatest love stories are the ones that are lived out of the spotlight quietly and authentically. Dolly and Carl, in their own unique way, have shown the world that true love is a precious and enduring gift. They have been married for a whooping 58 years and counting. They have proved that behind every successful married woman is a supportive, non-jealous husband. Share your thoughts in the comments section below, and don't forget to like the video and subscribe for more celebrity stories. Everybody's talking about it. Dolly and Carl, 58 years strong. Let's dive into their incredible love story. So how did this country queen and her charming prince keep the love alive for nearly 6 decades? Well, it all started in 1964 at a Nashville laundromat. Dolly was just 18, and Carl was smitten from the get-go. Despite Dolly's skyrocketing fame, Carl stayed out of the spotlight, running his own asphalt business. They kept their private life, well, private, their secret, respect, humor, and a whole lot of love. Dolly once said, "We're completely opposite, but that's what makes it fun." And hey, who wouldn't want to be married to a living legend? Oh, and did you know they even renewed their vows on their 50th anniversary? Now that's what I call relationship goals. Want to hear more about Dolly and Carl's epic love story? Make sure to like, subscribe, and head over to our channel to watch the full video. See y'all there? Stop scrolling and listen to this. Here are 5 surprising facts you didn't know about Jimmy Carter. First up, did you know Jimmy Carter was a peanut farmer before becoming the 39th president? Yep, he ran his family's peanut farm in Georgia. Here's another one. He was a nuclear submarine officer in the Navy. Talk about versatility. And check this out. President Carter once reported a UFO sighting in 1969. He even filed a report about it. Wild, right? After his presidency, he did not retire, but rather remained active. He became a global humanitarian, winning the Nobel Peace Prize in 2002 for his efforts. He helped build homes for Habitat for Humanity and helped to eradicate river blindness in poor countries. Impressive. President Jimmy Carter went into hospice 2 years ago and died in December 2024. At 100 years old, Jimmy Carter became the longest-lived U.S. president ever. He was a true patriot and will truly be missed. President Jimmy Carter, the humanitarian president. What a legend. Goodbye, President Carter. So if you found these facts as mind-blowing as I did, smash that like button. Don't forget to subscribe for more cool history and celebrity facts. And head over to our channel to watch more entertaining videos. See you there. Dolly Parton. The name conjures images of big hair, sparkling outfits, and a voice that can melt your heart or make you want to dance. Born in 1946 in a one-room cabin in Pittman Center, Tennessee, Dolly's journey is a testament to the power of dreams. Dolly was the 4th of 12 children. Life in the Smoky Mountains was tough, but music provided solace. Her mother, Avie Lee, sang gospel songs, instilling a love for music in her children. Dolly's musical gifts were evident from a young age. By 10, she was a regular on a local radio show. Her story is about hard work, determination, and staying true to yourself. A small-town girl with big dreams, Dolly became a global icon, inspiring generations with her music and kindness. The Smoky Mountains of Tennessee played a pivotal role in shaping Dolly's musical identity. The region's rich musical heritage, steeped in bluegrass, gospel, and folk traditions, became the foundation of her sound. Dolly absorbed these influences like a sponge, her songwriting reflecting the stories and struggles of her people. At 13, Dolly took a significant step towards her dreams. She traveled to Nashville, the heart of country music, to make her Grand Ole Opry debut. Standing on that hallowed stage, she felt the magic, the energy, and the promise that Nashville held. After graduating high school in 1964, Dolly made the life-changing decision to move to Nashville permanently. Leaving behind the familiarity of her beloved mountains, she embarked on a new chapter, armed with her talent, her unwavering determination, and a suitcase full of dreams. Nashville in the 1960s was a melting pot of musical talent, a place where aspiring artists from all over flocked to chase their dreams. For a young Dolly Parton, it was both exhilarating and daunting, yet she met the challenges head on, her infectious smile and undeniable talent opening doors. Nashville presented its share of hurdles. Dolly faced the competitive nature of the music industry head on, her songwriting talent becoming her greatest asset. In 1967, she signed with Monument Records and released her debut album, Hello, I'm Dolly. While it achieved moderate success, it was her songwriting that truly turned heads. That same year, fate intervened in the form of Porter Wagoner, a country music star at the height of his fame. Wagoner was looking for a new singing partner and saw something special in Dolly. He offered her a spot on his weekly television show and a chance to record duets. Dolly's partnership with Wagoner proved to be a turning point in her career. Their voices blended beautifully, their on-stage chemistry undeniable. The duo's popularity soared, and Dolly became a household name. Hits like Just Because I'm a Woman and The Last Thing on My Mind dominated the country charts. While grateful for the exposure, Dolly felt creatively stifled. She yearned to explore her own musical vision, to let her songwriting take center stage. This internal conflict led to a difficult decision: to break free from the safety of the duo and forge her own path. Section 4, Breaking Free and Soaring to New Heights. In 1974, Dolly made the difficult decision to part ways professionally with Porter Wagoner. It was a risky move, but one driven by her desire for creative control and her unwavering belief in her own talent. The song I Will Always Love You, written about her professional split from Wagoner, became a massive hit, solidifying her status as a songwriting powerhouse. The 1970s and 80s were a time of immense creative growth and commercial success for Dolly. She released a string of hit albums, each showcasing her versatility and her ability to connect with audiences on a deeply personal level. Songs like Jolene, Coat of Many Colors, and 9 to 5 transcended genres, becoming anthems of heartbreak, resilience, and female empowerment. Dolly's ambition extended beyond music. She set her sights on Hollywood, making her film debut in the 1980 comedy 9 to 5, starring alongside Jane Fonda and Lily Tomlin. The film was a smash hit, cementing Dolly's status as a multi-talented entertainer. She went on to star in other successful films, including Steel Magnolias and Straight Talk, proving her comedic timing and dramatic depth. Section 5, A Legacy of Music, Movies, and Unwavering Kindness. Dolly Parton's impact extends far beyond the stage and screen. Her philanthropic work, especially in literacy, has touched countless lives. Inspired by her father's struggles, she founded the Dollywood Foundation in 1988. The Imagination Library mails free books to children, fostering a love of reading. Over 190 million books have been gifted worldwide. Her enduring marriage to Carl Dean is a testament to her grounded nature. Their love story spans over 5 decades. Dolly's commitment to her family and roots keeps her grounded. Her story is one of resilience, creativity, and generosity. She has shattered stereotypes and empowered others. Her legacy is one of music, laughter, and kindness. Dolly Parton is a national treasure, inspiring generations to dream big. We all know this. Dolly Parton is more than just a country legend. She's a phenomenon. From the Smoky Mountains to the Grand Ole Opry, Dolly Parton's journey has been nothing short of extraordinary. With over 3,000 songs under her belt, including hits like Jolene and 9 to 5, Dolly's music has defined generations. But wait, there's more. She's a Grammy-winning artist, a savvy businesswoman and actress, and an incredible philanthropist. Remember Dollywood? Yep, that's her too. Dolly's Imagination Library has given away over 100 million books to children. And let's not forget her unforgettable performances and iconic style. That big hair and sparkling outfits, totally Dolly. So is Dolly Parton the queen of country music? Absolutely. She's a living legend who's still rocking and rolling. If you love this trip down memory lane, make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to watch the full video on my channel for more Dolly magic. See you there. Tina Turner, a name that resonates with power, passion, and perseverance. Just saying her name sends a jolt of energy through you. Her presence alone could electrify an entire stadium, leaving audiences in awe. This is a woman who owned the stage with unmatched ferocity and raw talent. Her performances were not just concerts, they were experiences, unforgettable moments etched in the minds of those who witnessed them. She wasn't just a singer, she was a force of nature. Her voice, pure electricity. Her dance moves, explosive. Every note she sang, every step she took was filled with an intensity that was uniquely hers. Tina's story is one of struggle and survival, a testament to the power of the human spirit. She faced numerous challenges and hardships, yet she never let them define her. Instead, she used them as fuel to propel her forward. She rose from hardship to become a global icon. Her journey from humble beginnings to international stardom is nothing short of inspirational. She shattered barriers in music and redefined what it meant to be a female performer. Her success opened doors for countless others, proving that talent and determination could overcome any obstacle. Her influence on music is undeniable. She not only dominated the charts, but also set new standards for what artists could achieve. From rock and roll to pop, she owned every genre she touched. Her versatility and ability to reinvent herself kept her relevant across decades. She inspired countless artists and left an imprint on the world that will never fade. Her legacy continues to influence new generations of musicians and performers. Simply put, Tina Turner is a legend. Her story, her music, and her spirit will live on forever, reminding us all of the power of resilience and the magic of true talent. Anna Mae Bullock, the girl who's become the legendary Tina Turner, had a tough start. Her journey from a small town to global stardom is nothing short of remarkable. Born in Nutbush, Tennessee in 1939, she knew hardship from a young age. The small town, with its limited opportunities, was a challenging place to grow up. Segregation was a harsh reality, and life revolved around the cotton fields. The backbreaking work and societal limitations were ever present. Music became her escape, a way to dream beyond the fields. She sang in the church choir, her voice already hinting at the power it held. The church was a sanctuary, a place where she could express herself freely and find solace in the hymns. When her family moved to St. Louis, a new world opened up. The bustling city was a stark contrast to Nutbush, offering new opportunities and experiences. It was in St. Louis that Anna Mae's life took a turn. The vibrant music scene of the city was intoxicating, and she found herself drawn to the clubs and performances. She met a charismatic musician named Ike Turner. Ike was already making waves in the music industry, and he saw potential in Anna Mae. Little did she know this meeting would change everything. Together, they would create music that resonated with millions, but it would also lead to personal challenges and triumphs that would define her legacy. Ike Turner recognized Anna Mae's raw talent instantly. He gave her a stage, a microphone, and a new name, Tina. Thus, the Ike and Tina Turner Revue was born. Tina's powerful vocals and electrifying stage presence captivated audiences. Hits like A Fool in Love and River Deep, Mountain High dominated the charts. They were a sensation, touring the world and electrifying crowds everywhere they went. But behind the dazzling performances, a darker story was unfolding. Ike's controlling behavior and abuse cast a shadow over Tina's success. She endured years of hardship, but her spirit remained unbroken. Section 4, Breaking Free, Finding Her Voice on Her Own Terms. In the early 70s, Tina made a courageous decision. She walked away from Ike, leaving behind the pain and abuse to reclaim her life and her career. Starting over wasn't easy. She faced skepticism and struggled to find her footing. But Tina was a survivor. She refused to give up. She reinvented herself, embracing a bolder, sexier image and pouring her pain and resilience into her music. The world watched in awe as Tina rose from the ashes, stronger and more determined than ever. Section 5. Simply the best global icon, musical trailblazer. The 1980s marked Tina's spectacular comeback. After years of struggle and perseverance, she reemerged stronger than ever, captivating audiences worldwide with her electrifying performances and powerful voice. Her album Private Dancer was a global smash, selling millions of copies and solidifying her status as a solo superstar. The album's success was a testament to her incredible talent and determination to succeed against all odds. Hits like What's Love Got to Do with It, Private Dancer, and Better Be Good to Me became anthems of female empowerment. These songs resonated deeply with listeners, offering messages of strength and independence, and Better Be Good to Me became anthems of female empowerment. Her music inspired countless women to find their own voices and stand up for themselves. Her voice, raspy, and full of emotion, resonated with millions around the world. Each note she sang carried a piece of her soul, touching the hearts of fans everywhere. On stage, she was a whirlwind of energy, captivating audiences with her dynamic presence and unmatched charisma. Her performances were not just concerts, they were unforgettable experiences. Her performances were legendary for their raw power and passion. She poured her heart into every show, leaving everything on the stage and creating memories that would last a lifetime for those who witnessed them. Tina had become a global icon, celebrated not just for her music, but for her incredible journey and resilience. She broke barriers and set new standards in the music industry. A symbol of strength, resilience, and musical brilliance, Tina Turner continues to inspire generations of artists and fans alike. Her legacy is a testament to the power of perseverance and the enduring impact of true artistry. Section 6. Tina's enduring legacy, inspiration, resilience, and that voice. Tina Turner's impact on music is immeasurable. She is simply the best. She broke down barriers for women in rock and roll, paving the way for generations of female artists. Her story of survival continues to inspire millions around the world. She taught us that we are stronger than we think, that we can overcome any obstacle with courage and determination. And then there's that voice, raw, powerful, and unforgettable. A voice that can never be replicated. It's a voice that will continue to move us, to inspire us, and to remind us of the indomitable spirit of the one and only Tina Turner. What are your thoughts? Please share them in the comments section below. Like the video and subscribe to my channel for more. Thanks for watching. If you think Tina Turner was all about Proud Mary, you've only scratched the surface. Tina Turner's journey from the shadow of Ike Turner to the spotlight of global fame is nothing short of legendary. After years of hardship and struggle, Tina redefined herself and exploded onto the scene with her solo career. She didn't just survive, she thrived. Her 1984 album Private Dancer became a massive success, proving to the world that Tina Turner was a force to be reckoned with. Hits like What's Love Got to Do with It showcased her powerful voice and unbreakable spirit. But it wasn't just about the music. Tina became a symbol of strength and independence, inspiring millions to take control of their own destinies. She showed us that it's never too late to rewrite your story. Tina Turner. She's simply the best. For the full, incredible story of Tina Turner's comeback, make sure to check out our full video on the channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and keep rocking. Gather round, folks. Let's honor the stars who fought against cancer in 2024. They fought long and hard, and even though they are gone, their memories still remain in our hearts. First up, we have the legendary actor Shannon Doherty. Known for her iconic roles and unforgettable performances, she remained a shining star throughout her battle. Next, the fabulous singer Toby Keith, who passed away from stomach cancer. His voice touched millions and his courage inspired us all. Let's not forget the ever-defensive basketball legend Dikembe Mutombo, who passed away from brain cancer. He brought unrivaled energy to the basketball courts and to our lives, even in the toughest times. And finally, the scandalous O.J. Simpson, who passed away from prostate cancer. These remarkable individuals faced their battles with grace and strength, reminding us all to cherish every moment. If you want to learn more about their incredible journeys, check out the full video on our channel. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and share your favorite memories of these stars in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is a part 2 of celebrities we lost in 2024. We lost some real legends this year. So today, we're taking some time to remember the incredible celebrities who left us in 2024. Let's celebrate their lives, their work, and everything they gave to the world. We got to start with a true baseball legend, right? Pete Rose. Known as Charlie Hustle, Pete Rose was a force to be reckoned with on the field. Over 14,000 at-bats, folks. That's a staggering number, showcasing his incredible durability and consistency. And the all-time hits leader, that's Pete Rose. With 4,256 hits, he set a record that still stands today. He played with a fire, a passion that you just don't see every day. His hustle and determination were unmatched. Sure, he had his controversies, but you can't deny the man's love for the game. His dedication was evident in every play, every swing. Pete Rose, at 83 years young, after a tough fight with pneumonia, he finally got to slide into home for the last time. Rest in peace, Pete. Your legacy will live on forever, and thank you for everything. Your contributions to baseball will never be forgotten. and you will always be remembered as one of the greatest to ever play the game. Talk about an energetic personality, right? Richard Simmons. He made fitness fun, accessible, and helped countless people live healthier lives. Richard Simmons, gone at 76, but his spirit and passion for life will keep on dancing in our hearts forever. He wasn't afraid to be himself, and people loved him for it. Dr. Ruth Westheimer, a true pioneer. She broke down barriers, tackled tough subjects, and did it all with a smile. She understood that talking about sex and relationships is important and wasn't afraid to educate and empower people. At 95, Dr. Ruth lived a long, incredible life. She taught us to be open, honest, and embrace all aspects of life. Rudy May, a lefty legend. This lefty could pitch. He played for years for different teams and always brought his A game. He won a World Series with the Orioles back in '70. Rudy May, gone too soon at 79 from a stroke. His legacy on the mound and contributions to the game will never be forgotten. Toby Keith, courtesy of the red, white, and blue, country music legend. Known for his deep, resonant voice and his larger-than-life stage presence, Toby Keith became a household name in the world of country music. His songs were anthems of American pride and personal resilience. He had a voice that could shake the walls of a honky-tonk in a way with words that could make you laugh, cry, and raise a glass all at the same time. His performances were electric, filled with raw emotion and a genuine connection with his audience. He loved his country, his fans, and that came through in every song. Whether he was singing about love, loss, or the American spirit, his passion was undeniable. His music was a reflection of his life and values. How Do You Like Me Now? Should Have Been a Cowboy. These songs became anthems for many. They told stories that resonated with people from all walks of life, capturing the essence of the American experience. I Love This Bar. Those songs are going to be playing for generations. They are timeless pieces that continue to bring joy and comfort to fans old and new. His music has a way of bringing people together, creating a sense of community and shared experience. Toby Keith, he lost his battle with cancer at 63, way too young. His passing left a void in the world of country music, but his legacy remains strong. Fans around the world mourned his loss, but they also celebrated his life and the incredible impact he had on music. But his music, it's going to live on forever. His songs continue to be played, his albums still sell, and his influence can be seen in the new generation of country artists. Toby Keith's spirit lives on through his music, and he will always be remembered as a true legend of country music. Sheila Jackson Lee, a voice for the people, a beacon of hope and resilience. Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee dedicated her life to public service and fighting for what she believed in. Her unwavering commitment to her constituents and her tireless efforts to bring about change made her a beloved figure in her community. She was a powerful voice in Congress and a champion for social justice. Her speeches resonated with many, and her actions spoke even louder, advocating for the rights of the marginalized and the oppressed. Congresswoman Lee, gone at 74 in a car accident, but her legacy of service will continue to inspire us all. Her dedication to justice and equality will be remembered for generations to come. She never backed down from a challenge, always standing firm in her beliefs and fighting for what was right, no matter the odds. Rebecca Cheptegei, running with the Angels, Olympic runner, world champion. She was at the top of her game, breaking records, inspiring millions with her talent and smile. She made it look effortless, gliding across the track. To lose her at 29 in a training accident, it just doesn't seem real. Rebecca Cheptegei's spirit and determination will continue to inspire runners and dreamers everywhere. Talk about a commanding presence, right? Andre Braugher. He brought gravity and intensity to every role he played. From Homicide: Life on the Street to Brooklyn Nine-Nine, he could do it all. Andre Braugher left us too soon at 61 from a heart attack. His performances and talent will stay with us for a long, long time. Iris Apfel, style icon and interior designer. She was a force of nature, a burst of color and personality. She taught us that style is about expressing yourself and having fun. At 102, Iris Apfel lived a long, incredible life full of creativity. Her spirit and unique sense of style will live on forever. Wow, what a group of talented, inspiring people. It's tough to say goodbye, but their legacies will live on forever. share their stories, their work, their passions with the next generation. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this tribute, please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more content. Let's keep their memories alive. See you next time. Hey, trendsetters! Ever wondered who defines true style? Meet Iris Apfel, the queen of chic. From her iconic oversized glasses to her bold and fearless fashion choices, Iris Apfel is a living legend. She was known for her irreverent style and eye-catching outfits. We recently lost Iris at 102 years due to natural causes, but before her death, Iris proved that age is just a number when it comes to style. With a career spanning decades, Iris influenced countless designers and fashionistas around the globe. She was not just a fashionista, she was an icon, a guru, and a true original. Her eclectic taste and love for mixing high or haute couture and costume jewelry or low fashion made her a household name. And let's not forget her incredible jewelry collection. Each piece told a story and added to her unique aura. Want to see more of Iris's incredible journey and style tips? Check out full video on my channel. Like this video and subscribe to our channel where we dive deeper into her inspiring life and timeless style. Stay fabulous, fashionistas. Welcome back to our channel. You know, they say time flies when you're having fun, but some years it feels like time takes a rocket-powered, nitrous-boosted Elon Musk-designed spaceship straight to the shadow realm. And 2024 was one for the ages. Today, we are paying tribute to some of the celebrities we lost this year. We said goodbye to these icons this year. Legends, heroes, folks who made us laugh, think, and maybe even sing along in the shower when no one was listening. Today, we're remembering some of the incredible celebrities we sadly lost in 2024. Stay tuned as we honor their legacies and celebrate their contributions to the world. Shannon Doherty, man, she was one of those actresses you felt like you grew up with. From Little House on the Prairie to Beverly Hills 90210, she was a constant presence on our screens, and always that tough, independent spirit shining through. She battled cancer publicly and bravely, becoming an inspiration to millions. She reminded us that even in the face of incredible challenges, strength and grace can prevail. Shannon Doherty was only 52 when she passed away from breast cancer. Way, way too young, but her legacy, her fight, that'll stay with us. Okay, I gotta be honest, this one hit me hard. Liam Payne, 1/5 of the biggest boy band on the planet, One Direction, gone at just 31, a car accident. It just goes to show you, life is unpredictable, man. One minute you're on top of the world, selling out stadiums, the next it's over. Liam had this voice, this incredible talent, but he was also just a good dude. Always had a smile on his face, always seemed genuinely happy to be doing what he loved. It's hard to believe he's really gone. Jill Jacobson. Now there was a woman who knew how to deliver a punchline. She could make you laugh just by raising an eyebrow. From her stand-up to sitcoms to movies, she was a force of nature in the comedy world. She paved the way for so many female comedians, showed them that they could be just as funny, just as successful as the guys. We lost Jill at 68 to a heart attack on December 8th, 2024. She was 70 years old. Her wit, her timing, her ability to find humor in everyday life, we'll miss it all. Chapter 4, Jose de la Torre, a well-loved actor. For you TV fans out there, you know this one stung. Jose de la Torre, one of the most respected and loved on Netflix's Toy Boy, gone at just 37 years from an unknown illness. It's scary how these things can happen. He always carried himself with dignity and class. He was a true ambassador on TV, beloved by fellow actors and fans alike. Jose de la Torre's legacy will live on through the countless lives he touched in the world of acting. James Earl Jones. This man's voice, it was like a gift from the heavens, deep, resonant, powerful. He could make reading the dictionary sound like Shakespeare. He was Darth Vader for crying out loud, and Mufasa. Talk about range. Mr. Jones passed away from natural causes at the age of 93. He lived a long, incredible life. But still, it's hard to imagine a world without his voice. Chapter 6, John Amos, a familiar face, a kind soul. John Amos. Man, this guy was in everything. From Good Times to Coming to America, he brought warmth and humor to every role he played. He had this way about him, this quiet strength that just drew you in. We said goodbye to Mr. Amos at the age of 84. He passed away due to kidney failure, but his legacy of incredible performances will continue to inspire and entertain generations to come. Quincy Jones, where do you even begin with this guy? Music producer, composer, arranger, musician, he did it all. He worked with everybody who was anybody. Michael Jackson, Frank Sinatra, Aretha Franklin, you name it. The man was a hit-making machine. Quincy Jones was 91 when he passed away from pneumonia. He left behind a musical legacy that's almost impossible to measure. Chapter 8, Dame Maggie Smith, a treasure of the stage and screen. Dame Maggie Smith. Talk about a legend. This woman was acting royalty. From the Royal Shakespeare Company to Downton Abbey, she graced the stage and screen with incomparable talent. She could be sharp-tongued and witty one minute, then break your heart with a single look the next. Dame Maggie was 89 when she passed away from cancer. She was a true icon, and the world of acting won't be the same without her. Chapter 9, David Weatherly, the heart of a movement. David Weatherly was an actor, well loved by all. He was born in England in 1939 and passed away in Auckland on December 12, 2024. Weatherly was a veteran performer and acted in The Lord of the Rings. His career spanned both screen and stage. We lost David at the age of 85 after his battle with multiple health issues. He will be remembered for his inspiration to generations to come. Chapter 10, Frank Fritz, a true original. And finally, we come to Frank Fritz, the bearded, bandana-wearing, antique-loving star of American Pickers. Frank was one of a kind. He had a knack for finding treasures in the most unexpected places, and his enthusiasm was contagious. He reminded us that there's still wonder to be found in the everyday, in the forgotten, in the things that other people overlook. Frank passed away from a stroke at the age of 58. It was a shock to everyone, but his love for history, for quirky finds, for the open road, that's something we can all carry with us. Man, it's never easy saying goodbye. We lost some real good ones this year. But you know what? Their work, their words, their music, their laughter, it's all still here. And as long as we remember them, they're never truly gone. Stay tuned for part 2. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content. See you next time. If you love Hollywood tales of true grit and courage, then you need to know Shannon Doherty's story. Let's dive in. Shannon Doherty, Hollywood's Braveheart. Her story is one of courage, resilience, and pure determination. From her breakout role in Beverly Hills 90210 to fighting a very real battle with cancer, Shannon has shown us what it means to be a true warrior. She didn't just play strong characters on screen. She embodied strength in real life, inspiring millions with her fighting spirit. Shannon's journey reminds us that bravery isn't about not being afraid. It's about facing your fears head on. Through her ups and downs, she remained a beacon of hope and courage. Remembering Shannon Doherty is not just about recalling her roles, but honoring the warrior within her. Like this video if Shannon's story moved you. Subscribe to our channel for more inspiring tales from Hollywood. And don't forget to check out the full video on our channel for an in-depth look at Shannon Doherty, Hollywood's Braveheart. Join me as I embark on this journey to uncover what happened to Milli Vanilli. The year was 1988. MTV was king, dominating the airwaves and shaping the music culture of an entire generation. Pop music was all about catchy tunes and even catchier looks. Bright colors, bold fashion, and unforgettable melodies ruled the day. Enter Milli Vanilli, two unknowns with killer dance moves and voices smoother than a jar of peanut butter. They seemed to have it all. Their debut album, Girl You Know It's True, exploded onto the scene, turning heads and topping charts. It was an instant sensation. Rob Pilatus, the muscular dreadlock showman, and Fab Morvan, the shy one with the piercing gaze, became instant heartthrobs. Their chemistry was undeniable. They were the total package, or so it seemed. Their music was infectious, and their performances electrifying. Girl You Know It's True, with its catchy beats and memorable lyrics, became an anthem of the era. Blame It on the Rain, another hit, had fans dancing in the streets, even in the pouring rain. Baby, Don't Forget My Number. These songs were everywhere, from boomboxes to dance clubs. They were the soundtrack to a generation. Award shows took notice. Grammys, American Music Awards, and more. MTV Video Music Awards. Milli Vanilli collected them like souvenirs, their shelves overflowing with accolades. The world was their oyster, and they were swallowing it whole, basking in their newfound fame and fortune. Little did anyone know a storm was brewing. Dark clouds were gathering on the horizon. Behind the glossy facade, a secret simmered. Whispers of a scandal began to circulate. This secret would soon explode, leaving their careers in ruins and changing the face of pop music forever. The truth was about to come out. Before the fame, Rob and Fab were just two guys trying to make it. They were dreamers, navigating the rough waters of the music industry, hoping for their big break. Rob, born in Germany to an American soldier and a German dancer, had a tough childhood marked by time in foster care. He faced many challenges, but his passion for music kept him going. Fab, born in Paris to immigrants from the French Caribbean island of Guadeloupe, was drawn to music and dance from a young age. His vibrant cultural background infused his love for rhythm and melody. They met in Germany, drawn together by their shared love of music and their dreams of stardom. Their bond was instant, and they quickly became inseparable, united by their common goals. Their big break came when they met Frank Farian, a successful German music producer. Farian had an eye for talent and saw something special in Rob and Fab. Farian saw their potential, their look, their energy. He believed they had the charisma to captivate audiences worldwide. He envisioned them as the frontmen for his latest project. He had grand plans and knew exactly how to execute them. There was just one tiny detail. Farian didn't think their voices were quite right for the sound he was going for. He wanted perfection, and he had a plan to achieve it. No problem, he thought. We'll just use other singers and have Rob and Fab lip sync. It was a bold move, but Farian was confident it would work. And so the Milli Vanilli machine was put into motion. The wheels were turning, and there was no stopping it now. The real voices behind the hits belonged to session singers, carefully hidden from the public eye. It was a secret that only a few knew. Farian, the puppet master, controlled the show from behind the curtain. He orchestrated every move, ensuring everything went according to plan. Rob and Fab, young and ambitious, went along for the ride. They were eager to taste success, even if it meant playing along with Farian's scheme. They were living the dream, weren't they? Fame, fortune, and adoration from fans worldwide. But behind the scenes, the truth was waiting to be revealed. As Milli Vanilli's star rose, so did the scrutiny. The duo, Fab Morvan and Rob Pilatus, were suddenly thrust into the limelight, and with fame came intense media attention. Journalists and fans alike began to notice discrepancies between their studio recordings and their live performances. The polished perfection of their albums didn't quite match the sometimes shaky live shows. Their heavily accented English in interviews didn't quite match the polished American accents on their songs. This raised eyebrows and questions about the authenticity of their music. Whispers of suspicion began to circulate. Fans and critics started to wonder if Milli Vanilli was too good to be true. Then came the infamous Bristol, Pennsylvania incident. It was a turning point that would change everything. It was July 21st, 1989. The date would go down in music history for all the wrong reasons. Milli Vanilli was performing live on MTV. The energy was electric and the crowd was buzzing with excitement. The crowd was going wild. Then, disaster struck. In an instant, the atmosphere shifted from euphoria to confusion. During their hit song, Girl You Know It's True, the backing track malfunctioned. The technical glitch was impossible to ignore. The words Girl You Know It's got stuck on repeat, playing over and over again. The repetition was jarring and unmistakable. Rob, visibly flustered, tried to keep singing, but the jig was up. The illusion was shattered in front of a live audience. He stormed off the stage in humiliation. The moment was a public unraveling of their carefully maintained image. The crowd, initially confused, erupted in a chorus of boos. The betrayal felt by fans was palpable. The incident made headlines around the world. It was a scandal that rocked the music industry to its core. It was the first crack in Milli Vanilli's carefully constructed facade. The truth was beginning to emerge, and there was no turning back. Despite the mounting evidence and growing skepticism, Milli Vanilli, under Farian's direction, continued to deny any wrongdoing. They even offered to sing live to prove their doubters wrong. But the truth, as it always does, eventually found its way out. On November 15, 1990, Frank Farian, feeling the heat and facing pressure from his record label, held a press conference. In a shocking announcement that sent shockwaves through the music industry, Farian confessed that Rob and Fab had not sung a single note on their albums. He revealed the names of the real singers and admitted to the elaborate charade. The world was stunned. Fans felt betrayed. The media had a field day. Milli Vanilli, once at the pinnacle of success, became synonymous with fraud. The scandal raised questions about authenticity in music and the price of fame. The consequences for Rob and Fab were swift and brutally unforgiving. They were stripped of their Grammy Award, the first time in history this had ever happened to any artist. Arista Records dropped them from their label, severing all ties. Lawsuits from angry fans piled up, demanding justice and refunds. They became the butt of jokes on late-night talk shows and in comedy sketches everywhere. Rob, in particular, struggled immensely to cope with the fallout. He spiraled into drug addiction and frequent run-ins with the law. Fab, though deeply affected, tried to distance himself from the scandal and rebuild his life anew. He pursued a solo career with limited success, facing many challenges. The scandal cast a long shadow over their lives, but amidst the wreckage, they tried to pick up the pieces and find their voices, their real voices. The Milli Vanilli scandal sent ripples throughout the music industry. It exposed the manufactured nature of pop stardom and the lengths to which producers would go to achieve commercial success. The use of backing tracks and studio trickery was not new, but the scale of the deception in the Milli Vanilli case was unprecedented. The scandal forced a conversation about authenticity in music. What did it mean to be a singer? How much manipulation was acceptable? The lines between entertainment and deception became blurred. In the aftermath of the scandal, some artists felt pressured to prove their vocal abilities. Live performances became even more important as a way to showcase genuine talent. The industry as a whole faced increased scrutiny, with journalists and fans alike demanding greater transparency. The Milli Vanilli story is a cautionary tale about the allure and the dangers of fame. It's a reminder that behind the glitz and glamour, the music industry is a business, driven by profit and image. While their names will forever be linked to one of the biggest scandals in music history, it's important to remember that Rob and Fab were also victims in this saga. They were two young men with dreams of making it big, seduced by the promise of fame and manipulated by a powerful producer. The Milli Vanilli scandal serves as a reminder that true artistry cannot be manufactured. It lies in the raw talent, the genuine emotion, the connection between the artist and their audience. It's a reminder that while the music industry might try to package and sell us an illusion, real music, authentic music, will always find a way to break through. Please like the video and subscribe to my channel for more juicy celebrity tales. Get ready to uncover the jaw-dropping truth behind Milli Vanilli's infamous lip-syncing scandal. In the late 80s, Milli Vanilli was on top of the world. With hits like Girl, You Know It's True, they were the pop duo everyone loved. But behind the scenes, things weren't as perfect as they seemed. In 1989, Rob Pilatus and Fab Morvan were exposed for lip-syncing during their live performances. The truth? They never sang on their albums at all. Their Grammy Award was stripped and their careers took a nosedive. The mastermind behind it all? Producer Frank Farian. He believed their image was more marketable than their voices. When the truth came out, fans were shocked and betrayed. Rob Pilatus died of drug overdose. But here's the twist. Despite the scandal, Milli Vanilli's music still remains iconic, and their story serves as a cautionary tale in the music industry. So, next time you hear Blame It on the Rain, remember the truth behind the melody. Stay curious, pop culture lovers. Like and subscribe for more. Let's dive into the world of celebrities and figure out why their marriages don't last long. I bet fame and fortune can't save a marriage in Hollywood. All right, let's go. First up, Kim Kardashian and Chris Humphries. Married for, wait for it, 72 days. Talk about a whirlwind romance. Then there's Britney Spears and Jason Alexander. Their marriage lasted just 55 hours. You could blink and miss it. And who could forget the legendary Pam Anderson and Kid Rock? Their rock and roll marriage lasted 122 days. Not quite till death do us part, huh? Why do these high-profile marriages fail? Constant media pressure, demanding careers, crazy schedules, temptations to prioritize fame and fortune over stable relationships, and sometimes just pure bad luck. It's tough to keep the spark alive when the whole world is watching. So next time you see those headline-worthy weddings, remember, behind the glitz and glam, they're just like us, only with way more paparazzi. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe for more juicy celeb gossip.
Hey everyone, and welcome to the show. Tonight, we're diving headfirst into the glamorous world of Hollywood and Bollywood. to uncover the fortunes of the silver screen's biggest stars. Ever wonder who's swimming in cash and who's just, waiting comfortably? We're talking about the top 10 richest actors on the planet. From action heroes to comedic geniuses, we're counting down the biggest bank accounts in Tinseltown and beyond. Get ready for some jaw-dropping numbers, folks, because these stars aren't just rich, they're buy a small island rich. All right, kicking off our list at number 10 is none other than Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Known for his larger-than-life persona, Dwayne has become a household name, not just in the wrestling ring, but across the globe. His journey from a wrestling superstar to a Hollywood icon is nothing short of legendary. This guy is a force of nature, literally. With his intense workout routines and action-packed movie roles, he embodies strength and determination. Whether he's lifting weights or lifting spirits on the big screen, The Rock is unstoppable. He went from laying the smack down in the WWE to laying down blockbuster hits in Hollywood. His transition from wrestling to acting was seamless, and he's proven that he's not just a one-trick pony. With each movie, he brings a unique blend of charisma and action that keeps audiences coming back for more. And let me tell you, his bank account is looking as ripped as he is. With a net worth that continues to climb, Dwayne has shown that hard work and dedication pay off, both physically and financially. We're talking $320 million, folks. That's right, his fortune is as impressive as his biceps. From movie deals to endorsements, The Rock knows how to turn his talents into treasure. From Jumanji to Fast and Furious, The Rock has conquered the box office and built a fortune that would make even Scrooge McDuck jealous. His films consistently break records, proving that he's not just a star, but a box office powerhouse. I mean, the guy could probably buy his own island and rename it Muscle Beach 2.0. Imagine a paradise where the sun shines as brightly as his career, and the waves crash with the same intensity as his action scenes. He's got the charisma, the muscles, and now the millions. Whether he's posing for the cameras or hitting the gym, Dwayne exudes confidence and success. His journey is an inspiration to many, showing that with the right mindset, anything is possible. What can't this guy do? Seriously, if anyone knows, please leave a comment below. I'm genuinely curious. From performing jaw-dropping stunts to engaging with fans at events, The Rock seems to have no limits. His energy is infectious, and his passion is evident in everything he does. He's like a real-life superhero, except instead of saving the world, he's saving up his cash. Good for him. With his larger-than-life persona and impressive achievements, Dwayne Johnson continues to inspire and entertain. Whether he's on the big screen or living his best life, The Rock is truly a force to be reckoned with. Coming in at number 9 is the king of Bollywood himself, Shah Rukh Khan. Known for his charismatic presence and unmatched acting skills, Shah Rukh Khan has been a dominant force in the film industry for decades. His journey from a television actor to the reigning king of Bollywood is nothing short of inspirational. This guy is a legend, a global icon, and now we can officially add mega rich to his list of titles. His influence extends far beyond the silver screen, reaching into the hearts of millions across the globe. Whether it's his charming smile or his ability to portray a wide range of characters, Shah Rukh Khan has captivated audiences worldwide. With a net worth of $600 million, Shah Rukh Khan has proven that Bollywood isn't just about catchy tunes and elaborate dance numbers. It's also about serious money. His wealth is a testament to his hard work, dedication, and the love he receives from his fans. From luxurious homes to a fleet of high-end cars, his lifestyle is as grand as his on-screen persona. This guy has more fans than some countries have citizens. I'm not kidding. His fan base is a testament to his universal appeal and the deep connection he shares with his audience. Whether it's in India or abroad, Shah Rukh Khan's fans are always eager to catch a glimpse of their favorite star. He's like the Beatles, but, just one guy. His performances are electrifying, and his ability to hold an audience's attention is unparalleled. Whether he's delivering a heartfelt monologue or dancing to a peppy number, Shah Rukh Khan knows how to entertain. And with that kind of fan base, it's no wonder his movies rake in the dough. His films are not just box office hits. They are cultural phenomena that leave a lasting impact. From romantic dramas to action-packed thrillers, Shah Rukh Khan's versatility as an actor is evident in his diverse filmography. He's got the charm, the talent, and clearly, the business savvy to build an empire. Beyond acting, Shah Rukh Khan is a shrewd businessman with investments in various sectors, including film production, sports, and technology. His business acumen has played a significant role in his financial success, making him one of the wealthiest actors in the world. I'm starting to think I need to take some notes from these guys. Shah Rukh Khan's journey is a masterclass in ambition, resilience, and the power of dreams. His story inspires countless individuals to pursue their passions and strive for greatness, proving that with hard work and determination, anything is possible. At number 8, we have the man who laughs in the face of danger and does so with a charm that has captivated audiences worldwide for decades. And gravity, Tom Cruise. This guy is synonymous with action, adventure, and now a whole lot of cash. His career has been a roller coaster of thrilling performances and jaw-dropping stunts that have left audiences on the edge of their seats. With $570 million in the bank, Tom Cruise has earned every penny, risking his life for our entertainment. His dedication to his craft is unparalleled, and his bank account is a testament to his hard work and relentless pursuit of excellence. I mean, the guy hangs off airplanes, scales skyscrapers, and does it all with a smile that says, "I've got this." His commitment to performing his own stunts is legendary, and it's a big part of what makes his movies so thrilling to watch. And does his own stunts. That's dedication. It's not just about the adrenaline rush, it's about authenticity, bringing a level of realism to his roles that few actors can match. And it's clearly paid off. His success is not just measured in dollars, but in the legacy he's built as one of Hollywood's most bankable stars. From Top Gun to Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise has proven he's not just a movie star, he's a cultural icon. These films have not only been box office hits, but have also become a part of cinematic history, with Cruise at the helm steering them to success. Tom Cruise has proven he's not just a movie star, he's a box office phenomenon. His ability to draw audiences in, time and time again, is a testament to his enduring appeal and the magnetic charisma he brings to every role. He's a box office phenomenon. With each new release, he continues to break records and set new standards for what it means to be a leading man in Hollywood. I bet he doesn't even use stunt doubles anymore. His dedication to authenticity and realism in his films is unmatched, and it's a big part of why audiences keep coming back for more. He probably just jumps out of the plane himself and yells, "Money," on the way down. It's this fearless approach to filmmaking that has made him a legend in the industry, and it's why he continues to be one of the highest paid actors in the world. Chapter 4, Clooney's cool $500 million. Number 7 on our list is the ever suave George Clooney. This guy is the definition of cool. He's got the charm, the talent, and now a cool $500 million to his name. From ER to Ocean's 11, George Clooney has proven he can do it all. He acts, he directs, he produces, he probably even makes his own coffee. And with that kind of versatility, it's no wonder he's raking in the cash. I bet he even makes Nespresso commercials look like Oscar-worthy performances. Chapter 5, De Niro's dramatic fortune. Coming in at number 6 is the legendary Robert De Niro. This guy is a living legend, an acting icon, and now we can add seriously wealthy to his long list of accomplishments. With a net worth of $500 million, Robert De Niro has earned his place among Hollywood's elite. From Taxi Driver to The Godfather, he's given us some of the most memorable performances in cinematic history. I bet he could just glare at a bank teller and they'd hand over all the money. That's the power of De Niro. Chapter 6, Mel Gibson's Millions. At number 5, we have Mel Gibson. With $425 million, he's proven that directing, producing, and acting can be a recipe for serious financial success. From Braveheart to Lethal Weapon, Mel Gibson has entertained us for decades. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a good historical epic or a buddy cop movie? He's given us action, drama, and now a reason to be incredibly jealous of his bank account. Chapter 7, Sandler's Sandman Empire. Number 4 is the Sandman himself, Adam Sandler. This guy has made a career out of making us laugh. And let me tell you, his bank account is no joke. With $420 million, Adam Sandler has proven that comedy pays. From Happy Gilmore to Grown Ups, he's given us countless hours of laughter. And now, he's laughing all the way to the bank. I bet he just wears pajamas to business meetings. Why not? He's Adam Sandler. He can do whatever he wants. Chapter 8. Coming in at number 3 is another Bollywood legend, Amitabh Bachchan. This guy is a true icon, a cinematic giant, and now we can add mega wealthy to his impressive resume. With $400 million, Amitabh Bachchan has solidified his place as one of India's most successful actors. He's been in the business for decades, and his career shows no signs of slowing down. I bet he has a solid gold toilet. Just a guess. Chapter 9. At number 2, we have the one and only Jack Nicholson. This guy is a legend, a Hollywood icon, and now we can officially say he's got a Joker-sized fortune. With $400 million, Jack Nicholson has earned his place among the richest actors in the world. From The Shining to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest, he's given us some of the most unforgettable performances in film history. I bet he just carries around a bag of cash and throws it at people. That's the kind of life you can live with $400 million. Chapter 10. And finally, at number 1, we have Sylvester Stallone. This guy is a true action hero, a Hollywood legend. And now we can add richest actor on our list to his long list of accomplishments. With $400 million, Sylvester Stallone has proven that punching people in the face can be a very lucrative career choice. From Rocky to Rambo, he's given us some of the most iconic action movies of all time. I bet he has a golden statue of himself doing the Rocky pose. It's probably life-sized. Well, folks, there you have it. The top 10 richest actors in the world. From The Rock to Sly Stallone, these stars have proven that talent, hard work, and a little bit of luck can lead to a whole lot of cash. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that like button, hit subscribe, and let me know in the comments who you think should be on this list. We've got more exciting videos coming your way, so stay tuned.